He wasn't on the line anymore, and he was just upset.
Shout out to Rams getting 2-2.
So we're probably in milk. We're both in milk at the same time.
Just go.
I'm gonna DJ.
Not really out of me calls. I didn't
Wow.
see the game.
Was pretty much everything we saw. What happened?
What's good, man? We'll have to be there. Like, you have to be here in a week. There's a cutoff for like an
Hi guys, welcome back to the Reupload podcast. I am Sam Fraser on this episode 21. Today with another special guest, all the way from the Turn Up Talk. You might know him from First 15 Footy back in the day. Pat Clifton.
Hey brother, how you going?
Good mate. How are you?
Mate, I'm really well. Thanks for having me.
You want to quickly tell everybody about yourself? Maybe, I don't know. There's a couple fun facts.
My name's Pat. I'm 23. Grew up in the East, just around the corner from here actually. I have a podcast of my own, Turn Up the Talk. And yeah, that's kind of my passion now, the mental health kind of side of things. So that's what I enjoy doing. I work in podcasting, so kind of surrounded by it all the time, to be honest with you.
And when was podcasting something that you ever thought of, like back in the day?
Nah, man. So honestly, I'd never listened to a podcast in my life. And it's a pretty funny story. I'll go into it. So we were driving, myself, Lockie, Drew Morris and Luca Moretti.
Yeah.
And we were coaching after school. And we're driving out to Knox or some fucking long as fuck drive. Can I swear?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Some long drive. Anyway.
I got swearing problems, so go for it.
So we're driving out. We were talking about something ridiculous. Probably can't even say it right now. Something just like, as every guy says, and they're like, fuck, how funny would a podcast be, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I kind of swept under the rug, and there were a few suicides happening in the eastern suburbs, and another suicide, and it got to the point where I wanted to do something, and I messaged Lockie and Luca. I said, listen, boys, I know we want to do that podcast, but let's not do it about that stupid shit we're talking about. Let's do it for a good cause, and let's do it about mental health. You know, like, it's getting a bit ridiculous now, everything that's happening in the East. And so we started from that, and I had zero fucking idea about a podcast. I had no idea. A guy below me in school, Jimmy Markham. Yeah. So his old man, Bush, I knew he ran a studio.
Yep.
Which is Radio Hub. And then, so I messaged him. I said, hey, mate, I want to start a podcast. I know fuck all. I just need to know about equipment. Like, can you just give me some advice? He goes, sure, come in. So we went in and saw him, and then there was a bloke, Silky, who's now my boss. And me and Silky are like best mates. Like, he's 45. They're both way of the old boys. And he goes, now he tells the story. He goes, I didn't want you guys in there. Like, he goes, I've had so many of you before. You're just shit kickers. You say you want to do a podcast. Everyone wants to do a podcast. And then you fuck off, you know?
Yep.
Anyway, so he kind of was like, yeah, whatever, played it down. Then he goes, listen, I'll put you through a blueprint course, like teach you how to do your own podcast.
Yep.
$750 each. And he goes, I knew you wouldn't come back. Anyway, we called him the next day. We're like, Silky, what's going on? When's this podcast going on? Lockie was calling him every day, and he goes, fuck off. All right, we'll do it tomorrow, whatever it was. So we went in and we did the course, and learned how to do everything ourselves. And then obviously that was coming on 3 years ago. So I've gotten pretty experienced in it. But it was pretty funny how it all came about.
Quickly, before we get into the podcasting stuff. So I remember back in the day, as I was saying, the first 15, I remember I was talking to some of the boys, and I'm like, I'm doing a podcast with Pat. Like, give me some stuff to talk about. What should I talk about? And I'm like, the first memory, I remember you playing footy, your first 15. Whatever happened with the footy? You still playing footy? Or?
No, I'm not playing anymore. I played first in school, which was amazing. Like, it was just such good fun.
You had it good best before mates. You got all the scholarship kids.
Yeah, we had it.
Right?
I still coach down there and stuff, and I think the culture's still there. But yeah, when we did it, we just had mates. Like, we're all still best mates.
Yeah,
it was just so much fun. But I got injured midway through that year. And that was a year recovery. So I went through a full year of rehab.
Brutal.
Got myself back. Went and started playing again. Then I went overseas and played in the tournament.
Did you?
Just into like a tournament. Not like for long. And then came back, and on the flight, my foot blew up again. Fuck. Came back post-surgery arthritis and then all that shit. So I had another surgery. There was another year. Then I came back again, and I did a pre-season, and just at that stage, my mental health started getting pretty bad. And I just took some time off from footy, like the injuries. I could, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to take time away and get my head right before anything. And then that kind of dragged on, and then I found a passion for mental health and footy used to be my passion. I still love it, but it just wasn't my drive anymore. And yeah.
Do you remember back in the day, like anything, remember we had all the IOK people come in? I can't remember. I think Wendell Saylor might have came in.
Yeah, we did a podcast with Wendell on Are You OK Day at the school live. And then, but I do remember we used to do the cake stands and everything for Are You OK Day. Yeah, I do remember all that stuff.
And is there anything you ever remember, like, saying at school? Because I would even say at school there wasn't a lot of mental health.
In regards to mental health.
Are you okay? There was. You'd have the day.
Yeah, Are You Okay it was great.
Yeah.
But in regards to like the curriculum and stuff.
Yeah.
I think you might have spent a lesson just talking about depressions when you feel sad and anxieties when you're nervous. Some like bullshit, like you know.
Yeah.
So nothing really.
And if you went back to school or went to different type of school and you could bring in like a couple things to do with mental health, would you do that? And like, what would those certain things be?
I definitely would, and we've gone into a couple schools and spoke for Turn Up at All, which is good, but it needs to be like in the curriculum, I think. I know Waverley and a lot of schools now do wellness programs. I don't know what that entails, but I think that you definitely just need to have, obviously in year 7 you don't want to talk about too much heavy stuff, but it's realistically people of all ages go through these things, so you got to teach them. And I just think they've got to set curriculum from year 7 to year 12 and just modify it to each age group, and whether that's PE, whether they bring in a wellness thing, I'm not sure how that works. That's not my side of things, but I love going in, and we've done a few talks and stuff like that, and that's something we really kind of want to get into the area of as well.
And if you're going back and talking to the younger Pat, what would be something you would say to help with mental health, for example, that you've learnt now from talking to so many great people?
That's a great question. I'll probably have to think about it for a couple seconds.
That's right. Take your time.
What I would say to myself is, you will be a writer, I think. Like, you will be a writer, and it's normal to go through it. It's a normal thing. A lot of people go through it, and as fucked as you feel right now, I promise you that there will be another side to it. That's probably what I'd say. But my mental health wasn't too bad in school, to be honest. Like, now I know a lot about it. I feel like when I was younger, anxiety and stuff was something in my life, but wasn't as severe as kind of after school. So But yeah, that's what I'd say to myself.
And did you start after that injury? As you're saying, was that when like your mental health? Don't want to say it got worse, but is that when you?
No, probably not. Like,
I
remember the first major thing was, I thought I handled the injury pretty well. I was just like, it's all right, I'll just do my rehab and just come back. You know what I mean? Like, everyone gets injured. That's just a normal part of it. But then when I came back, I was playing in the team I wanted to play in. I was down at Randwick. I was happy with that, but I wasn't playing how I knew I could play to my full potential. I wasn't really enjoying rugby as much, and I was working a job I didn't really like. And it was an apprenticeship, so I was working 8 hours a day, which obviously is normal. But but then I'd go and train 3 hours a night, and then I just felt like I had no time to myself. And all my mates were working at the airport, having the time of their life, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'll just finish school." That's what I just remember. That was a really bad depression state I was in, of just like every day I was just waking up going, I don't want to work. Once work's done, I don't want to go to training. Once I'm home from training, I literally have to go to bed to wake up for work. So it was just a bad cycle till the season ended. I left the job and I went and got a job at the airport with all the boys, and it was fucking mad. that took care of that side of things.
So one thing that I really wanted to talk about was I never had many issues with anxiety or depression, and you're nowadays like every second person feels like there's depression or something like that. I had a panic attack recently, which I never felt before. And have you ever had one? And like, how would you best say to cope to the children and even adults, anybody talking, like how to deal with a panic attack?
The biggest way I do it, and when you first get it, it is the scariest thing ever. Oh my God! I got it probably the first serious one, and it was really bad because I was actually on drugs in Bali.
Good old Bali.
And I was on magic mushrooms, so I was like hallucinating, and then I had a really bad panic attack, and it felt like it lasted 6 hours because I was stuck in this trip.
In the loop,
so that was just the worst feeling ever. I remember saying to the boys after, I was like, fuck, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. Like, I don't know what it was, I just thought it was from the drugs anyway. Then I started getting that feeling when I was sober. And that's what was really scary. I was like, whoa, what is this feeling? Because I wasn't educated on any of this stuff, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm so, like, why am I feeling this way? The biggest thing I tell myself now when I'm having one is, I'll say, you know what this is. You know it's anxiety.
Yeah.
You've been through it before.
Yeah.
Like, and in the moment, for me, and I know for a lot of other people, you feel like it's not going to end, and it's pretty intense, but you know what you're going through. You've had it before. You have got through it before.
Yeah. It's
not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, as much as you feel like it is, it's not going to kill you. And you've been through it before, and you will get through it again. You just got to ride out the wave.
Yeah. I had a lot of shit going on in like my head. It wasn't even anything crazy, like, but there was just multiple thoughts in my head. And then I work at UTS there's a bar there. So I work there, and I was walking from our Broadway shopping centre. So it's like 10-15 minute walk, and I was walking over, and it felt like my brain was going to explode and my chest was pounding, and I was like, as I said, I'd never had anything like that. So I was walking over, and I was walking to my workmates. I got to work, and I'm talking to my workmates. I'm like, I think I just had a panic attack. And then I spoke to Mum, like, yeah, I had this. She's like, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And it was very, because I've had all the injuries, I've broken the bones, but that was like, I was never scared of like, going into the injury or anything. But like this, I was generally like,
feel like you're losing control.
100%. And what experiences through your childhood and teenage years, obviously you didn't have the ideas of creating a podcast, but like talking about mental health and going in depth with it, like do you remember anything where you're like, I want to talk further about this? Or
not really, to be completely honest with you. No, it wasn't something that was really brought up. Like, I'd never really had a conversation. Obviously, I knew about it. Like, I knew there was such things as depression and stuff like that. But I'd never sat down and had a conversation about it. No, never knew anything about it.
That's the biggest thing I think needs to change, the conversation. You know what I mean?
Conversation, yeah for sure.
Because I was doing an assignment about, we had to pick a organisation. We talked about, are you okay? Of all things. And we thought about, as you said, it's much more difficult focusing on those younger ages. Yeah,
of course. It's the way to get the message across to them. Because when you're young and you think, depression's when you're sad, and you go, well, fuck, I'm not sad. So, you know what I mean? You don't even think about it. Like, as anything, like when you're young, you probably don't think about cancer. You know what I mean? It's just
of course.
It's just something you don't think about until it happens to you or someone close to you.
And you've spoken like with all different types of people. Like your Marianne Larkin.
Yeah,
she's
amazing.
Awesome. I've heard
she's amazing. Yeah,
when speaking to someone like her, what's something you can point out, or something you remember her saying?
Just the fact that her husband started Are You OK, and her son was in our year at school.
I was in your year.
Yeah, Gus, and her husband passed away, and about a year or so later, the son passed away.
Yeah,
and she still wakes up every morning. She takes care of her other kids, and she just not got on with her life, but she just handled it so well, and just that in itself is just so inspirational. You know what I mean? Like, to go through that within a space of 2 years is just like crazy. And every time you see her, she's got a smile on her face. She's always happy for a chat. Like, she's just so amazing, the things she does. Yeah,
I think she was the perfect first guest.
It was, and we had a bit of a connection there because Lockie's mum was Gus's nurse who passed away, so we had that connection there, and she was special. She's amazing.
One thing I saw, I got one of those Wavelength magazines the other day.
And he's still going around. Yes,
and I was like, Mum was like, you got something for Wavelength. I'm like, what? Like, I graduated almost 3 years ago at this point. Does he teach at Waverley now? Because he said,
Mr. Drew Morris.
What does he teach?
PE.
PE.
I think his secondary was history or something. He doesn't do it. He just teaches PE. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Mr. Drew Morris, mate. He was destined to end up back as a teacher. He's a good man.
That's too funny, because I was looking at it and it said all old school boys, and obviously you got Coleman, and then you have I can't think of off the top of my head, and then I saw him and I'm like, what is he doing in that magazine?
Yeah, it's good.
And then your most recent guest, Nick Kyrgios, what's something that one thing he said you didn't expect like to come out of his mouth, and was anything that maybe you spoke about off camera that, how something that different, I don't know, like something you would expect out of him, watching him on the TV and seeing him play tennis?
He was such a calm-mannered person.
I've heard this.
Yeah, he was like he came at 8 a.m. to us pretty early for him.
Yeah.
And he was just such a calm,
Yeah.
not what you see on the TV. And he even said that. He said,
Yeah.
when I'm on the court, I'm like a different beast. You know what I mean? Like, and mate, if you're going to play professional sport, you're going to be like a professional businessman or something. You got to have that like relentless attitude. But just the way, just his manner, like everything about, he gave us the time of day. You know, he stuck around after we had a chat. Like things like, he wasn't just walk in, blah, 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 and walked off. He was an open book.
Wow.
Some of the stuff he spoke about, man. Like the thing that shocked me was, he said he was overseas in a tournament, and what he said is when you're an Australian, you go play in the tennis tour, you're away for 7 months of the year.
It's crazy.
And he said he was just in a dark space, and I said, what's a day look like when you're in that place? Because it looked like you're just killing it on the tennis court, and then you'd go home, maybe do a bit of rehab and have a feed and go to bed.
Yeah.
And he said I'd go back to my hotel room by myself and drink 20 to 30 drinks a night.
Oh my God.
And this is mid-tournament, mind you, one of the biggest tournaments in the world. And I'd wake up the next day hungover and my physio would have to come in and like drag me to the tennis court almost. And then I'd beat Rafael Nadal that night, drink, wake up, do it all again.
Wow.
No one knew.
Wow.
Yeah, that hit pretty hard.
I've always heard that he really doesn't like tennis, and one thing I love about him is basketball, and that's my sport.
Yeah. He's a mad Celtics fan too.
He's a mad Celtics
fan.
And I've had my mate Stevie Morrissey. Remember that name?
Yeah, I do.
He's a massive Celtics fan as well, and he was he's very weird, like Nick Kyrgios or some of the stuff I've heard about, but especially from Stevie. They were having a DM chat about, I think, Super Smash Bros or something one time, and then spoke about the Celtics, and he will full respond.
Yeah, right.
And Stevie's
he's such a nice bloke.
It's so random.
He realizes the stature he has now, and he realizes the influence he has on people. And he, like you said, he just wants to help people out, really. And obviously he does love tennis, but he just happens to be so good at it. And you know what I mean? And he's even said, like, I just don't have the will to train like a Rafael Nadal or a Roger Federer. And he goes, that's me. But he's still good enough to go out, and so you can't really hate on him for it, because, mate, if you had the skill to do it and make that much money, why wouldn't you? And travel the world while you're at it.
He's a pretty good basketball player, I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard he's pretty good too. What's the go with the basketball at the moment? I watched the one on the weekend.
So it's
Golden State won.
Yeah. So
have they played again since?
Yeah, they played. Oh god, yesterday. I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday they played and they won. So they're up 3-2. And it's best of 7. So
Golden State or Celtics?
Golden State.
Oh, so they've won 2 in a row.
They've won 2 in a row.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I saw the one on the weekend.
Yeah, so Steph Curry played like shit. And
did he?
Yeah.
He carved up the one, that last one.
Yeah, he had 40,
44 or something.
Yeah, 43 and like 10.
Yeah.
And then he shot like, something like 4 for 20.
Really?
Horrible. Wiggins carried. And then they were down by, something like 15. And then I think the Celtics, and then they came back, but they couldn't hold it off. And then Warriors won. And then game 6 is on Friday, our time.
So that's a must-win for Celtics.
That's a must-win. Yeah. Well, if Warriors win, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that... Yeah, shit. All right.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge basketball man, but I watched that one because a few of the boys like, I do want to watch it. I was like, fuck, I've got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And I was so into it.
And
basketball multis, they're the funnest things ever.
They're the best.
So fun.
They're so good. You just you do 20-plus scoring.
Yeah. You can put
so easy.
20, 30 legs on,
Mate, I
didn't win, but it was fun.
I had this crazy bet for the Origin, and I know nothing about footy. I used to be massive, like, Roosters fan.
Yeah, right.
Mum grew up in the East, and then Dad always went for the Dragons, even though I don't even know why, because he grew up in Camden, which is... And Mum was like, okay, you got to go for the Roosters. I'm like, yep, fine, I'll go. Yeah. And I remember going for it, and now I couldn't tell you one player in the Roosters, apart from Tedesco.
Yeah.
He's not plays the Roosters, right?
Yeah, he's skipper.
Yeah. And I was doing a bet, and I did him, I did Ponga, I did, Gagai, and I did To'o.
Brian To'o, yeah.
And I'm like, come on. I was talking to my mates who know a bit more than I do. I'm like, yeah, surely he's going to hit. Gagai's the only one that scores. And then,
mate, 4's risky in a State of Origin game to pick 4.
Bro, the odds were insane.
Yeah,
it was
I could imagine.
$60, and then I put $10 in it. So it would have been $600.
Was it only 60? I thought it would have been more.
Mate,
I guess
$600
off
of $10.
Yeah, it's still good.
Insane.
But for an Origin game to pick 4 is tough. It's tough.
Because I'm like, last time I remember watching an Origin game, it was like 30 to 30 or like it was high scrum. Something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
two
yeah.
of each.
Yeah, it's weird. But traditionally, Sydney games have always been pretty close.
Oh, really?
For some, like, for whatever reason. But yeah, sometimes they just blow out. Sometimes they're nail biters.
Did you go to the game?
Yeah, I did. I did go out to the game. It was good. It's just a fucking effort.
Oh, mate.
On the train and whatnot.
Oh,
going there's alright, but on the way back, it's just
Yeah.
bumper to bumper. But it's good fun. Yeah, the atmosphere was sick.
Yeah, I went out to see the Kid
Crazy.
Leroy.
Oh, yeah, how was that?
That was sick, but like the travel, oh my
Yeah,
god.
was that Kudos Bank?
Yeah, Kudos Bank. Mate, he was
was he good?
he was really, really good.
When I was in Melbourne,
Yeah.
because you know how he cancelled his Melbourne shows.
Oh, that's brutal,
So I was
mate.
at that club the night before that.
Yeah, yeah.
So because he went out the night before and we were at this club.
Yeah.
And then the next day they were like, the Kid Lawyers cancelled his shows.
Fuck.
And because he performed at this club last night.
Yeah,
blah, 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 blah. Well, I just missed him the night before. I got there a bit too late.
Mate, everybody's saying was at Ivy. So like when I was there, I went on the Friday and he was like, he did performed on Thursday and then he went to Ivy Thursday after.
Yeah.
I'm like, no fucking way this guy's at Ivy. And then I saw the pictures and
He's
like,
there.
Sam, where were you at Ivy? I'm like, mate, I'm seeing him tomorrow. Like, just fuck off.
Don't want to double
That
up.
was an insane week. It was my birthday the day after.
Oh, fuck, that would've been cool.
Mate, it was brutal. I never downed so many beers in my life. And I don't down beers either. Jero just keeps giving me. Jero's like,
Oh, mate, Jared could probably drink 2 beers.
oh mate, he kept him and Dirk Spildurkin. They were doing the speeches at my birthday, so they
Oh,
did one
yeah,
together.
yeah,
And they kept passing me the beers. I'll do one, another one. After like 5 or 6, I'm just
Too much.
Jesus Christ. Went out the other way. Had to run outside. Went out the other way.
That's a good sign of a good birthday.
Oh mate, it was all time. Do you remember your 21st?
My 21st, no, that was my 18th. I was in hospital for my 18th.
Yeah,
My
brutal.
21st, yeah, I do. I just had a few, went out for a mad lunch, then had people at my place and just had a party in the backyard. Some fucking terrible stripper game. It was just fucking nuts. Like one of those write-off ones. Yeah, but it was a good laugh.
That's one thing I didn't get. I was like, even
Trust me, you don't
coming up
want
even
it.
the weeks, they're like, I had like, oh god, a couple of my mates were like, Sam, we'll get you one.
You don't want it. Not the one I had.
Oh
Anyway.
really?
Fucking fuck, thanks for bringing it up. Oh.
Sorry, mate. Someone had to. Okay. How did the Clovelly Hotel partnership come up? And then what is Clovelly Hotel the best pub food? In my opinion, it's my top 3.
All right. So the Chloe came about. We'll start with that. The Chloe came about. So Megs, who runs the Chloe, she's a general manager. She is amazing.
Loves Waverley boys, I imagine.
Yeah, she's just she's just a beautiful person. She's
Yeah,
just so nice. And Lockie coached her son in school. And then I think we just reached out, to be honest, and just said, this is what we're doing. And she supported us from literally day dot. Like,
Yeah, I was looking back at some of the
you know what I mean?
photos.
From not like,
Yeah.
after we've had heaps of big guests and stuff, like from day dot,
Yeah.
she was like, I love what you're doing. I want to help out where I can.
That's awesome.
And to this day, like we've got I'm not sure when this is going to be coming out, but we've got on next Tuesday, we've got a comedy night there with Will Gibb
Yeah.
and the Inspired Unemployed.
Oh wow.
So they're performing there for a charity event for us. So that's a fundraiser for us. But again,
it will come up.
it all comes up through Will and the Chloe. So big thanks to Will as well. But then for the Chloe for putting that on for us and stuff, like she's just continuously helping us out. But I love it. That's my favourite pub.
Oh, I think it's all
Palmy
time.
there.
Oh,
Best Palmy in
mate,
Sydney.
it's so
For
good.
sure.
They've always been my top 3. Always.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
to stay there.
It's my number one.
And then
It's
I
my
always
number
run into people from school they haven't seen for years. Like I ran into Max Johnson. I'm
Yeah,
always trying not to say
yeah.
people's names, but I always do.
What's your other 2? What's in your top 3? You got another 2?
Okay. It's got to be. Oh, I forgot one. Okay, in Broadway, they have this pub across from Broadway Shopping Centre.
Yeah, okay.
It's called the Broadway
I'm so
Crown.
bad with the city. But
So it's like it's near where the unis are. So it's
Okay.
a bit,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
like 5 minutes from UTS.
okay, cool.
I really didn't. You go into there, it's really like, it's not like, it's a small pub. It's
Yeah.
pretty, average looking, but you go and the food's like so all time.
Yeah, okay.
And then the other one, oh my God, I've completely forgot. Oh, the dog. The dog.
I was gonna say
The dog.
the
Have
dog
it-
was good. They've
Still
changed
is
to
good.
Maryvale now, but it still used to be good. Yeah,
What about you? Give me a top 3.
just Chloe, and Chloe. I haven't been to the dog. I haven't been to it in a while, but the dog is pretty good.
Yeah,
the dog
yeah.
is pretty good. We used to go there for our feeds the night before our games in
Yeah,
school.
yeah, yeah.
And then food. At the Bronny Bolo, we sometimes go to, they got $5 beers. Just like, it's literally a bowling club. We just sit sit with the usual crew of the the old lawn bowlers and just sit and have a beer and have a laugh, and that's
I know
good
a chick
fun.
that works there. She knew there was this chick in my uni class, and we're talking about. She was obsessed with the AFL, so I was showing a picture of a mate. Of the AFL. This is the Buddy Franklin game. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I've known that guy my whole life."
Buddy.
No. One of my schoolmates. It was Stevie.
Right,
She's like, I've known.
right.
No, that would have been funny.
I was like,
Buddy.
what?
And then she's like, oh, yeah, I work at the Bronny Bolo. You would know the face.
Yeah, I probably would. There's only like 2 workers.
Yeah. That's just. I found it hilarious. Like small fucking world.
Yeah, it is a small world. It's a very small world.
And then what I was gonna say. Oh, here we go. So Mark Mitchell, you had him on one of the podcasts, and
he's another. He's helped us out a lot as well. He's supported us.
Love that bloke.
And like we have our golf day and stuff, and he always sponsors it. And
I need to come. I was about to go.
It's good fun. It's good fun.
Because I've known him, for a long time as well. So that's my only place I've ever gone to physio.
Yeah.
And I've been going there for 4 or 5 years. I've probably been there more than anybody else in those last 4 or 5 years. And I had the last game I ever played of footy was Queen's Park, played Cranbrook.
Yeah.
I come off the bench. Always liked to come off the bench in footy. I don't know why, because I hated it in basketball.
Yeah.
Hated doing that in basketball. And I go for a tackle, make a good one. Second one, get my head in the wrong spot. And then I blacked out.
Oh, okay.
And everything. And he happened to be there because I think he was the first physio or something.
He does the physio down.
Yeah.
Well, advanced still does it, but he doesn't do it as much. But back then he would have been doing it himself. Yeah.
So and he's the one who he really taught me how to walk. It was that bad.
Is that bad? Wow.
So
yeah, he's a legend.
He's a great man.
He's I got so much respect for him. Just what he does, even in the with the community and everything like that. He's awesome. We're gonna do a bit more work with him as well. It's he's just so busy.
Oh mate.
He's got the 2 joints. He's got the gyms. He's just flat sticked. But we speak every probably 2 weeks. Going, when are we gonna do it? And then fucking. But yeah, we're gonna do a lot of work with him.
You're gonna do stuff with E-Lab? That's what's going on?
Just live talks. Because he's actually studying psychology and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
Another reason why he's busy on top of balancing all these businesses. So he knows a lot about that space, and same thing. He's been my physio and the boys' physio for a long time.
Legend.
He's so good. I know people who are in professional sports teams, and they won't even go to the team's physio. They'll just go see Mark.
Oh man, I had a similar thing. I had Ewan. Did you ever meet Ewan? He works at Vans as well. Ewan, I
know the name.
Tall bloke.
Yeah,
I
would have. Yeah, I think my dad saw him actually.
Yeah, mate. The last 3 to 4 years, broken leg, did my ankle.
You've been in the wars.
3 concussions.
Yeah.
Ewan has been there for me. Ray taught me how to walk properly multiple times, and the whole team in Vans.
Yeah,
legends.
They're good.
Legends.
They're really good.
Legends. Back into it. Okay. What was here we go. So, what was your biggest inspiration when creating Turn Up the Talk? Did you look at any other podcasters or anything else in the world?
I didn't look at any other podcasts or anything like that. It was literally just because of the suicides that were happening. At that stage, I was going through my own pretty bad mental health and mental illness. Yeah. And just the suicides just kept piling on, and I just saw the way it affected. My sister was very close with one of them. My ex-girlfriend my girlfriend at the time, my ex-girlfriend was, childhood friends with one of them. It was just just hit so close to home. And that was literally it. I just thought, let's do something that's relevant, that people can always access and always listen to. A podcast, you can listen to it 24 hours a day. True. So I just wanted a platform to do that. One thing I remember, about suicide, you always on TV especially, you'd be like, oh, that person died of suicide. Oh, that's not going to happen to me. Yeah, that's exactly. You think it's not going to happen to you you think you're not going to experience things like mental illness till it does. It's like any disease, Exactly. I had, was it 2020 or 2021? I had some kid that I played footy with my whole life, was a good childhood friend of mine. Committed suicide. I'm like, fuck, this is really close. And then I had one of my best mates had mental health issues and he went missing. He might have, I don't want to say his name, but everybody will know who this is by just telling the story. And he was in my year at school. You might have heard about it through social media or something. I'm sure. And he went missing, and we were all in panic because of he
wasn't in the best place with certain things, and I just don't want to get too in detail. And then he went missing, and nobody knew who he was, and it was just frightening. Like, because this was a good friend of mine that I had not spoken during school. Like, I had not spoken maybe in a year or so, but then I was just like, I don't want to be that guy just to reconnect. Just because So I took my time, and now I was about to go with a beer with them tonight, but
I kept you waiting. I'm sorry.
Exactly. No, you're good. No, he cancelled on me. But stuff like that, someone like that who I'm like, no, not a chance. But I thought for a second, I thought the worst. Unfortunately,
yeah, of course you do.
I thought
you
the
think
worst.
the worst.
Yeah.
You do.
And one big thing with it is that speaking, which I think has to change, and I want to hear your opinion on it, is especially doesn't happen a lot with the males because we don't speak about our feelings. This is more a female thing. But your group of mates or your friends, you need to talk about how you're feeling in that situation. Just don't just tell one side of the story.
You have to. That's the biggest thing. That's the number one thing I would say is you just have to speak out. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean you have to go and tell the whole world, but you just find those closest to you, those who you can trust. Mm-hmm. And I think it's also scary being on the other side of that. Like if someone comes to you and opens up, you don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, fuck, I don't know how to handle this. So that's why I always say it's just so helpful to be educated on mental health and mental illness, and you can do courses like mental health first aid and stuff, and it teaches you about it, but it also teaches you how to respond to someone. So if you came to me and said, listen, Pat, this has been going on, instead of me going, oh fuck, I know nothing about it. Yeah. You at least understand. So it's not even to help you. It's you never know when you might be able to help a friend or a family member. It's just things like listening. Like sometimes they don't even need answers. They just need a vent. I can guarantee you once you vent, you instantly feel you're not all of a sudden better, but you feel just a relief come off your shoulder just by talking about it. And sometimes I'll be having things going on in my head, right, and it will be keeping me up at night. Yeah. And I'll tell someone, I'll tell my mum or I'll tell one of the boys, and as soon as I say it out loud, I'll be like, what the fuck? As if I'm even stressing about this, but you just get so caught up in your own head. And as soon as I say it, I'm like, fuck, just ignore that. I can't believe I was even getting worried about that. Yeah. Obviously, sometimes it is more serious, but it just helps sharing it. Just 110%.
That's a good thought process. Everybody, if you're going to listen to one thing from this podcast, please listen to that. But moving on, do you have a dream guest? Or is there someone at the top of the pedestal that you're like, I really want to get this guy and hear his story?
So we sat down at the beginning of the year. We were kind of planning our year out for Turn Up a Talk. And Nick Kyrgios, not just honestly, was up there. He was probably up there in regards to most realistic, as in he's in Australia. He was in Australia at the time. But just for the reach, and obviously I knew I didn't know his full story. I'd done a lot of research on him, and I hadn't heard a lot of the stuff that he told us. Which I'm very grateful that he shared that with us. But he was really up there. But number one, if someone's like, who would you just have on number one? Probably be Tyson Fury.
Oh, that would be insane.
I love that man.
I'd love to hear his story from how big, and he would have been so mentally unhealthy until going and knocking out Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that whole process of when he first became world champion, he had all the belts. And again, looking in, you would think, fuck, this guy's on top of the world. He goes, I went and bought a red Ferrari, and I was sitting there with my belts there, and I was driving home, and he goes, I just floored it as fast as I could. I was headed for a pole. And he goes, something in the last second, I didn't do it. Man, that guy's just won the heavyweight world champion. You know what I mean? If you're a kid and you go, who's the toughest man in the world? You go, the heavyweight boxing champion in the world. And he's sitting there saying so openly how he's gone through his own experiences with mental illness. And for that, when people say, oh, it's weak to speak, or you're not a man, well, fuck me.
I know.
Get in the boxing ring with Tyson Fury and say he's not a man. You fucking won't walk out.
300-pound motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
I reckon he'd be number one.
Yeah, he'd be
number
awesome.
One. Yeah.
So sucks me. I'm an Anthony Joshua fan. So when
mate, what is he doing?
Oh, he's an idiot.
He doesn't want to fight him.
He just signed a new deal. He signed a DAZN deal. Have you heard about DAZN?
Nah.
Oh, so DAZN's like the Netflix of boxing
promotion.
Okay. Well, no, instead of like the mainstreams like Main Event and stuff and Sky Sports and
So it's like its own new thing. Or
yeah,
something?
so it's like you pay. It's actually really worth it. So you pay like $3 a month, and then you
Yeah,
get all these
right.
boxing fights. You don't pay for the
Oh, you
pay-per-views.
don't pay for the pay-per-views
No,
and that.
it's
Oh, so
awesome.
it's like a whole new thing. That was
Yeah.
like the golf. There's a new
Yeah,
golf thing separate to see they've got PGA.
yeah.
And this
Oh,
new
you've heard of
golf
it.
thing, and it's like apparently everyone's torn about it because I think they're from Saudi Arabia or something. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's dirty money. It's well, I don't know, it's the oil money, whatever." But mate, every fucking EPL team and shit's owned by them anyway. What's
Oh yeah,
the difference?
exactly. My dad's big into golf, so we've spoken about this recently.
I don't know too much about it.
I'm
but
really
I just
happy
know-
you brought this up because I
I'm
really
just-
want to talk about it.
Yeah, I just
actually.
know there's a fucking big divide going on in the golfing world.
No, it is. So what it
Yeah.
is, you obviously have. That's the one terrible thing I think about, even with the UFC and the golfing. It's especially bad because they play for winnings. They don't have. They're not
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
per
Yeah,
tournament.
exactly.
UFC, that it's a bit better. Okay, so the golf so it's called Live Golf, and what it is,
Yeah.
you're right with the Saudi Arabians. So they wanted to get some big golfers. So they asked Mickelson. They asked.
Yeah.
A bunch of old former retired guys. And then Norman was like, okay, I'll do it. So Norman's the CEO of this thing. And the big talks about it is everybody was like, well, is the PGA going to allow them to still play in these major tournaments? Like
Yeah.
the Masters, for example. And then, in my opinion, and most people's opinion, they shouldn't be able to. If you're not going to play
Yeah,
for
the
that
other ones.
and not be signed up, what's the point? So what's happening now, instead of the PGA just telling them no, they've just banned them for life, most of them. From
Yeah,
the
so they
tournament.
are banned for
Most
life.
of them
eh?
are
They
banned.
can't even go back.
And these are some like good players, like this Bryson DeChambeau. He's like a top 20
Yeah,
player.
he's got the hectic drive.
He's got
Yeah,
hectic.
yeah.
He won a tournament. He won a major, I think, last year, the year before.
Yeah.
Then you have someone like Ricky Fowler, who's
So
one of
what's the is this new one? What was it called again?
the Live Golf or something.
Live Golf. So do they pay them no matter what?
So
Do they?
the-
Is that the
this is the-
entitlement? Like
This is the best thing about it. Some of these players, like your Ricky Fowlers and your DeChambeaus, I've heard $150 million for just these 8 tournaments, and then you're having these young guys these young Australian guys who could have gone and realistically not made the cut for tournament, only make money off sponsorships. They're doing this. They're getting paid. I've heard $200,000.
Shit.
Which is still, it's shit compared to 150,
Yeah,
but
but,
like $200,000 for some dude who's probably 19, 18 years
Yeah.
old. All these they're probably going to get these college guys in America who just finished college. Instead of going straight to the tournaments and like not making the cut, they've gone and made almost $250,000.
Yeah.
It's
Mate,
crazy.
That's crazy, eh? That's
But
crazy.
Good on it, mate. But
I wouldn't say no to that either.
But then the thing is like the prestige. It's similar with like, as I said, the UFC. Like, are you gonna go fight in like Bellator, for example?
Yeah.
Go make more money, but then you're not gonna have a name.
Yeah, exactly right.
There's obviously the rare people. Have you heard of Michael Venom Page?
Nope.
So he's probably the best, one of the best fighters that's not in the UFC.
Yeah.
But never fought in the UFC. This dude has a big name and all, and he's probably made millions, but he's not in the UFC, so he doesn't get
the
talked about.
recognition, Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, that's my thoughts.
The
on
UFC
that.
do it well.
Oh mate, they do
They
it
do it
best.
fucking so good.
I was watching this interview with Dana White. They really want to bring back to Australia.
Yeah.
At Marvel Stadium it would be as well.
Yeah, that would be sick. Marvel
that-
Stadium would be good.
They had 70, the Rousey fight, the one when she got knocked out.
Yeah, that was New Year's, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
70,000 people there. Biggest
hell.
fight, biggest combo sports fight in
Yeah.
the Southern Hemisphere.
Shit. Marvel
crazy.
Stadium's sick. So they close the roof and they get like, all the lights
insane.
going. It's fucking mad.
When I went there, when the Boomers, just before they were getting ready for the World Cup, they had, when
Oh,
America
yeah.
played, when everyone was complaining about the stadium, the floor height was like really high.
Yeah.
Bloody, it was horrible.
Was it?
Jesus Christ. You could only see you could see from like here up. We paid like $300 for these tickets.
Fucking hell.
And then my mum, I was with a mate, and then mum and dad were sitting back, let's say, back like where the regular AFL stadium starts. You could see more, and they paid like $80 per ticket.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Stupid. What was the atmosphere like going? Because you just went to the Cambosis fight.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Look, obviously it was good, but to be honest, it wasn't as kind of hyped up as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Like, obviously it was sick. Like, the atmosphere was good. People were chanting and whatnot, but I just think the promoters didn't really put it on as good as they could. Like, man, like I woke up for that Tyson Fury versus Dillion White, I think his name.
Yeah,
is.
yeah, the
But they
recent
had
one.
that-
Yeah,
they
yeah.
had fucking the UK thing, and they
Yeah.
had packed out Wembley, like music playing, like I think they had 80,000 or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
something
yeah.
ridiculous, all singing songs. Like, it was just fucking awesome. And this was like, it was good, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it was nothing special. I reckon a UFC fight would be crazy.
Oh, mate, it would be. It's just
Yeah.
because Australian, I feel like we're still not on the boxing scene. Like,
Yeah.
we have a couple, like, we got Zoo, and then we got Zoo's younger brother.
Younger brother, yeah.
He's
I think
meant
he
to be
might have
really
fought
good.
on that card. Oh, I actually can't remember. Because they fucked up the time. So, because it was on a Sunday, they obviously had to do it prime time in America. But they messaged us like on the tickets. It was like George Kembo's fighting from 1 o'clock. So we roll out of bed at 10, start drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden there's 4 fights to go. I'm like, fuck. And I was like, well, we got to get an Uber now.
Mm-hmm.
So we rushed there. We got like 2 fights before, and then there were 2 fights after the main event.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there were 2 fights after the
What?
Kambosos fight. It was just fucked.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so they just fucking cooked it, I think. But
My big thing on it was, so I saw on some article maybe a week out, because I asked some of the boys to come and watch it, because
Yeah.
Dad was like, I'll pay for the pay-per-view because I want to watch it myself. My dad
Yeah.
doesn't mind the boxing. And we paid for it, and we were all happy days, and I saw 3 o'clock. I'm like, 3 p.m. Sweet. My brother,
yeah.
then my brother saw on Sportsbet, 3 p.m.
Yeah, I checked sports, but that's how I saw it. There was only like 3 fights to go before, and I was like, oh fuck.
So it's 1 o'clock, and nobody's at the house. I'm like, boys, can
Get
you
in.
rush over, because the fight starts in like
Yeah.
half an hour. Oh no, it's about to start, it said.
Yeah, it was nuts.
No, it was stupid.
But like they like nothing against the fighters. Like they
Yeah.
Like Kambosos fucking to win that fight he won in America was just insane.
Oh,
And then to
mate.
get the crowd he brought to Australia was awesome. But I just think the promoters didn't do it that as well as they could have.
I tell you why. This is my thing on it, because it's No Limit Boxing. I think that's who did the Australian side of it. That's what most.
I'm not sure who did the Australian.
most
I don't know
is-
if they had anything to do with it. No
Really?
limit.
No Limit.
I don't know.
Maybe he's not. No, or maybe he might. Oh no, I think he has his own promotion, because he ferocious.
Yeah, I don't think
Brunch.
No Limit had anything to do with
Really?
it. They
They-
put on sick events in
They put
Australia.
on, so much. I think no. I think you are right. I think they had his own promotion, and then which I really wish they did. These bigger companies should not just co-promote it. They should just get them.
Yeah,
to do
exactly.
Because
They
it was
should
top
just-
ranks.
They should just do whoever does it, whoever takes care of it in Vegas and whatnot. They should just
Hey.
fly them over here and fucking do
Because
it.
Haney's top ranked. That's Bob Arum, same guy as the Tyson Fury's promotion.
Yeah, okay.
So like Tyson Fury's all his fights have like go off. They
Yeah.
all go off.
yeah.
And then mate, it just seemed like it was shits and gigs, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a good experience,
Yeah.
but probably wouldn't go back to the rematch.
How was the rest of the Melbourne trip though? How was that?
Yeah, man, that was fucking. I went and saw an AFL game on the Friday.
God, love AFL.
Geelong versus Dogs, Western Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I'm not an AFL man at all, but I just thought the atmosphere would be crazy. It was at Marvel, so they turned it. I don't know if you saw that video KO posted. They turned around the stadium in like less than 48 hours.
What?
Transform. So the AFL was on there,
insane.
and that atmosphere was sick. It's probably better than the
Oh, it
fight
is.
atmosphere. Like I had a ball. I don't like I said, I don't really watch AFL. Couldn't give 2 shits about it, but I had a fucking ball though. It was so much fun. So we did that. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
We actually rented a car for a day.
Yeah.
Drove down to like Bells Beach and stuff, the
Yeah.
Great Ocean Road, and
Yeah.
whatnot, which was sick. And then just a couple massive nights. Yeah,
God, love
it was
it.
huge nights.
I
But
need
good,
to
good
do a
fun.
night out of Melbourne.
Oh
I've
mate,
heard
it
so
was
much about it.
fucking. It was so good.
I've heard this
It was
place
so good.
levels.
Nah,
Levels?
we didn't get there. We went to this place. It's called Billboards, a club. And on Thursday they do like Lucky Thursdays or something. It's pretty much like the Sheaf, but
Oh, really?
It's like Sheaf Wednesdays, but for Melbourne. So it's like
Fucking
$5 vodkas,
Yeah.
$5 vodka shots. So like we walked in there and it's like just this fucking. It kind of reminded me of a Barley Club, to be honest. That was where the Kid Leroy was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that was fucking sick. Like, but it's just like, cause obviously if it was in Sydney, you'd probably be like, oh, fuck this. But because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
on holidays.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I was there with my mate. I was there with Will, Nathan, and Jackson. And Jackson Fairbairn.
I've met him. I have a funny story about him.
Go.
No, you go on. You go on.
So then we were just like, we were in there, and then Will was like kind of hates clubbing, so he went home.
Yeah.
Nathan went home pretty early, and me and Jackson just fucking kicked on and just had a cracking night.
Yeah, I met him, so I had no idea who the Fairbairn.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
disrespect, I had no idea who they were. And Jordan, I met Shafe of all places.
Oh, that was I remember that. I dropped them off there.
Oh, did you?
I dropped them to the
Yeah,
chef. I remember the exact night.
He was
everything
there.
got-
It was him and Jackson were there,
Yeah.
and Jordan's over there. And he waves hello. I've known Jordan my whole
Yeah.
life, and I said hello. We had a chat, and then this is my mate Jackson. I'm like, Jackson, how you going, mate? And then this random guy just buys us a bunch of Jaeger bombs. he would order 5-6.
Yeah,
Another
yeah,
5-6. This was about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And then while I'm talking to Jordan, we're talking about something. I think we're trying to organise the podcast with him on.
Yeah.
And then Jackson keeps getting asked for photos, and I'm like there's multiple
Who the
people.
fuck is that
I'm
guy?
like, to Jordan, who the hell is this guy? Is he like famous on social media or something? And he's like, yeah, he's a famous YouTuber. I'm like, oh really? So then the next day I like look this guy up. I'm like, oh shit, this guy's got like 1 million subscribers. 1 million? It's probably more than that now. But
yeah, I think he's at 1.6 or something.
I'm like,
they're doing well.
damn, these guys are you friends with the other brother? What's his name?
Yeah, Lachlan. Yeah.
So are they brothers?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Oh,
Lachlan's over in America at the moment. For
Oh,
2
is he?
months. Yeah, just living the life.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
In LA.
God, I love LA.
Yeah.
So good for like
LA's
social
awesome,
media
mate.
stuff. Oh, it'd be so good for him.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? Would you move to America and like
Fuck.
to do like podcasting or?
Oh yeah. I mean, if the right opportunity was there,
Yeah.
it'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, of
realistically,
course.
but like,
Yeah.
yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't live there forever, but like,
Yeah.
go over there for a little bit and. I don't know. I mean, I love Nashville. I don't know if I could live there, but I reckon that's
Really?
my favorite place I've ever been to.
That's awesome.
I've been to like 11 or 12 states in America, and Nashville. Oh mate.
Is the food as good as it's said?
Yeah, the food was good, but it's just
Yeah.
like I love country music.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
I
really?
fucking love it. Like I love it.
Oh, my mates love Morgan
Wallen. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
So it's pretty much just this huge strip, like
Yeah.
probably a kilometre long.
Oh wow.
Of just country bars, and like they've got all the
Sick.
lights on the outside, like
Oh, that's
fluorescent
awesome.
lights, like cowboy boots and shit, and you literally just go from pub to pub
Wow.
to pub to pub.
Wow.
And every single pub has live country music. They
Oh,
have a
well-
live singer, and you just go up and give them a tip. Can you play this song? And then they just fucking sing. You sit at the bar, have a drink. It's the
That's sick.
best.
That's
it is the
so
best.
sick.
Yeah. But like living there, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I could live in New York for a bit, I reckon.
So I don't think I could. I'll
Nah.
tell you why.
Where do you reckon you would live if you
It
were
would
going
be
to
LA. It would be LA. Or I really want to go to Miami, but I've heard how fucked up it is.
Yeah, I haven't been to Miami.
I've
apparently.
heard. I think I've never been there. I've only been to New York, LA, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii was my second home, pretty much.
So you're a Jero.
Yeah, mate. Oh
They
my
fucking love
god.
that
I've
place.
been there with. I was just recently. I was there with them.
Oh yeah.
We're going to Greece with each other.
Oh fuck.
Mate, I can't get away from
You
like
poor
fucking
bloke.
kid. I know, seriously. This body is ridiculous.
So why wouldn't you live in New York?
My big thing, I don't know. It's just because it's so city. You would feel like it's so like God love New York. I've been there twice. I've had the greatest
Perfect
time.
for a holiday,
It
is
is
what you mean, yeah.
amazing. But then I can't say I wouldn't like Gold Coast, for example. Could not live there because I couldn't function.
Yeah, so many people have said that.
Couldn't live there because
I reckon I could live there for sure.
I couldn't get shit done. I feel like I'd be
Yeah.
because it's just too much stuff. There's always something going on in Gold
Always
Coast.
something going on, yeah.
Like here, I can get a couple of days
true.
off. Most
Yeah,
times.
yeah, that's true.
I feel like New York would be. Well, New York is completely different because Gold Coast beachy. Gold Coast is more similar to like LA, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's really not.
Well, when I say I'd live in New York, I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't live there now. But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if
yeah.
I was a fucking millionaire.
Oh, mate, who
And I had
would?
like this fucking penthouse over Central Park.
Oh, mate.
Fucking it'd be a no-brainer. But now I think of it, saying like, would I
Yeah.
live there now? Just living in the fucking off cuts and having to get the fucking train everywhere. Nah,
mate.
you're right. You probably wouldn't do it.
It would be sick though to like live for a couple months. or
Yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah. It would be a good experience.
Yeah. One thing I'm really looking at is exchange program for uni.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where should I go?
What did we lose?
Like a little bit. So I'll just say what I said again. So like New York would be cool to like on exchange, I think, like for
Yeah,
6
yeah,
months
yeah.
or something. Or
Yeah, that would be
I'm
cool.
looking at a couple of places.
How's that work? How's that exchange stuff work?
So with
do you
the-
live with a family?
No. So,
So
what
it's
it
not
is, it's not like in high school. So my
Yeah,
brother
yeah,
did
yeah.
one, which is similar to that. Like, oh god, we had Keneally. Remember, like
Yeah,
Daniel
Yeah,
Keneally.
he was in my year.
Yeah. Oh, is he in your year? You have all those sick cunts in your year.
We had him in our year.
My
yeah.
year fucking sucks.
Too bad if they listen.
Yeah, they will. I'll get a message. I'll get a Facebook message from a mate I haven't seen in years. What'd you say, mate? No, and I remember him. He was the first one I remember doing it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
my-
because he left pretty early. I
He
think,
would have
eh?
been. I think you would have been. Maybe, I feel like I was in year 7. I feel like I just started.
Yeah, I
there.
feel like he left pretty early.
So you were? What are you 2? I'm 21. So what are you?
I'm 23,
Right, so
but I
2 years.
finished in 2016.
16, so
So
3
I
years.
was young for my year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember maybe I was in year 8. Maybe I was in year 7, and you're in like year 10.
Yeah, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Anyways, and my brother did it, exchange program, and he literally stayed in Connecticut, which is like it's like 4 hours away from New York.
Yeah.
And he just stayed with his family and just was smoking weed every day. And he was 16 years old. So easy to get there. And then I went over there because we went to New York together and then we went to LA after.
Yeah.
And we'll speak and we're like, surely we could be able to shoot a gun. Like the dude had this whole room just guns everywhere.
Fuck.
And we're gonna shoot a gun.
That
Which
shit's
was
intense.
Oh mate, it's crazy.
That shit's fucking fucked up.
It's so
Seriously.
crazy. Oh mate, it's everywhere. Especially like hearing about, here we go, talk about political topics.
I
Hear
think they're
about
gonna
the
change
children.
it. I think they're going to change it.
I think they have to.
They have to. Mate, if I had a kid, there's no fucking way I'd send him to school.
You couldn't.
I actually wouldn't. I'd be just fucking, like, every day I'd be freaking out.
Mate,
I'd just homeschool them.
What was it,
honestly.
21? I think it was 21 kids in that one shooting.
Yeah, the recent one. I
Recent
can't
one.
remember. Man, they just happen all the time.
I know,
So
it's ridiculous.
no one even blinks. Like, obviously you blink an eye, but everyone's kind of like, oh, there was another shooting in America.
Exactly.
Like, oh, yeah, how many this time? It's like, what the fuck? As if it's like a normal fucking thing.
Did you hear about, remember Sandy Hook? We were quite young. You might have been, I think I was maybe like 8, 9.
Oh, fuck, I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Man.
So Sandy Hook was the biggest kid shooting
Wow.
up until the recent one. My brother, when he was in Connecticut, was 30 minutes away from where this happened. 30 minutes away. Like right
Far
next to
out.
us.
Yeah.
They just need to
Crazy,
change.
man.
I don't want to get too political, but
Yeah. Yeah. There must just be so much money in it. I don't know.
there
I've
is.
got
Well,
no
it's
idea.
because of the amendment thing. Because it's
Yeah.
the Second Amendment or something.
I got no idea about politics and that shit. But
I know a little bit. It's because it's a Second Amendment thing, and they have a right to bear arms, just like how they have a right for freedom and all this shit.
fuck.
But then you can go to Walmart and go get an AK-47. You
Yeah.
can't get an AK-47, but you can get a gun. They
Mate,
can
you
kill
just
someone.
Walk in and get a gun. Yeah.
No checks.
It's nuts.
No checks.
Yeah.
Everything getting fucked up. Like this kid was an 18-year-old, which is so crazy. An 18-year-old's doing this, but
Yeah. Yeah,
he-
it's sad.
has one back. This all comes full circle with mental health. He's probably had a lot of demons. I would imagine going in his head.
I'd love to know their thought process, but like,
Mate,
I just can't understand it.
they're just sick.
I just don't know.
Because I reckon some of these people are born that. You don't
Yeah,
say born
yeah.
that, but some are born that way. Some of it's.
Yeah. You don't. No one knows. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, how are you meant to know what?
You're
What
not.
are they thinking?
I heard this one thing, especially with depression and like suicide, happens a lot from childhood trauma.
Yeah, a lot.
And I had my mum's best friend's daughter committed suicide within maybe 5 months ago now. I don't know, very recently. And I'm like to mum, why did this happen? I've known this. This was like family.
Yeah,
to me,
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. And I'm like, why did this happen? And they're like, the father passed away as well. He had a lot of bad illnesses,
Yeah.
but he was always like, I even remember when I was a kid, he was always like aggressive and loud. And mum was like, well, it could have even been from that, possibly. You know,
Yeah,
that
they say,
suicide
like,
happens.
that side of your brain develops from like 0 to 7, I think it is, something around that age where there's so much about traumas involved with it. It's not even, and there's certain therapies you can do when you kind of veil those things. As well.
Yeah. One thing that I really find interesting is the split personality thing.
Yeah, split personality disorder. Yeah.
Have you spoken to like people that have had that issue?
Honestly, not an awful lot, to be completely
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Quite a bit on bipolar.
Yeah, that's bad. Bipolar is
That's
not good.
Yeah, that's a pretty heavy illness.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the time, it's misdiagnosed or they're just not diagnosed, so they can't be treated. So just quickly, I know. Again, when you were saying, did you know much about mental health growing up?
Yeah.
If someone said bipolar, I was like, 1 minute we could be doing this, next minute I'm going, fuck you, like, what, just snapping it, and all of a sudden I'm happy. You know, I just thought you just go from these crazy moods within 5 seconds all the time.
Yeah.
But it's actually like you have these manic highs. So like a normal person, like this is you
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
and this is you sad.
Yep.
And bipolar, this is you happy and this is you sad.
Oh, wow.
And it can last months
Shit.
or weeks. So it's like you just either manically high or just severely, severely low.
God, that's
And
horrible.
without medication, so then you take medication and it brings you there.
Wow.
Like the average person.
Wow.
So, the thing is when it gets misdiagnosed and stuff, they just give you depression tablets, but that doesn't fix the
Doesn't
scale
help
of things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. I don't think I know anybody with bipolar. We always there was a couple of people in my family who were always like, yeah, it would make sense because he has those certain like really good moments. Well, because again, as you said, the clicking of like one moment you're happy, one moment you want to kill someone. Not
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
someone,
yeah, yeah.
obviously,
You get
but
that
like
aggression and
you get the
whatnot,
aggression.
yeah.
But like then again, that's really interesting. That's really
Yeah.
interesting how you said that. Thank you for that. One thing which I thought about, because you do mental health podcasts.
Yep.
What's your mindset and how's your mental health going into asking these questions? What are you feeling going and
As
asking?
in when I'm going into a
going
podcast?
into it and talking to these people.
So obviously, when I first started, it was like something new. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like when you get behind a microphone, no matter who you are, you're gonna get pretty nervous if you've never done it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you'd kind of get starstruck a little bit with some of the, like I remember early on we interviewed Josh Dugan, and he was
Yeah.
still a great episode, but in the moment I was kind of sitting there going, "Fuck, this is Josh Dugan." Like you know what I mean? Kind of nervous and stuff. But I've done it for so long now. I kind of obviously you get nervous. Like before Greg Inglis and Nick Kyrgios,
Right.
you're gonna get fucking nervous. But
Obviously.
I kind of look at it as in like this is your podcast. Like they're coming on as a guest for you. You can't. You just got to put it straight to them. And before we start, I always say, listen, guys, we're not media. We're not trying to get a story out of you.
Yeah.
The beauty of a podcast is if you say something that you think you don't really want the world to know, then we'll just delete it and no one will ever hear from it again. So yeah, now I'm just like, I love doing it now.
Yeah.
Like I love
It's
it.
great,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. But in the beginning, obviously I was nervous, but I
Yeah.
always did enjoy, like I always kind of enjoyed public speaking. But I reckon it's just helped me get a lot out of my comfort zone as well and stuff like that. But yeah, now I just own it kind of like they're coming onto my podcast. Like you own it, you know what I mean? You gotta do it.
With like creating content and stuff, was that something like, did you ever make like certain content when you were younger, like make videos or anything like that?
No.
So this is all just like, want to do it, it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
With the entertainment scene, would you ever like, something you're really good at, especially in yours, your questions, always really good.
Yeah.
Would you
again,
ever
I
get
feel
in,
like-
would you ever get in, sorry for interrupting.
No,
Would-
you go.
Would you ever get into interviewing or
Oh,
like
yeah.
being a sideline reporter? I could see you being a sideline reporter.
Yeah, I think that would be an awesome job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what I want to do. Ideally, I want to work. My goal and our goal at Turn Up Talk with Lockie and Luca is to open wellness centres.
Oh, wow.
So just say a space like this where you can come in
Yeah.
if you're having a shit day and you can be comfortable, and if you just want to speak to us, you can come speak to us. Obviously, you're not professionals, but listen, boys, I'm just having a shit day. Can we just chill out?
Yeah.
Fucking play a bit of PlayStation, have a chat, or if it's bad enough or you feel like we're not the right people to speak to, we'll have psychologists and professionals there as well.
That's awesome.
Excuse me. So
You're
that's the goal. Yeah, that's what I'd love to do. But in regards to that stuff, yeah, man, I reckon it'd be an awesome job.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I feel like you just get used to it, asking stuff. Like before, when I first started, again, I used to have a fucking page of just
Yeah.
questions and questions. But now I just feel like it just flows better. So I'll just do my obviously you have to do your research,
Yeah,
but I'll
of
just
course.
open up my phone before it and I'll see an article. And for example, Greg Inglis went to rehab in 2017. So
Yeah.
I'll just write rehab 2017. That's all I'll write. And then I just have to see that and be like, all right, in 2017, and then just do a question from that or things like that. I just need 1 or 2 words to trigger
Yeah.
my memory and then ask it. But yeah, man, that'd be something I think it'd be a fucking awesome
Oh,
job,
that'd be
to be
sick.
honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be great. That's one thing I need to work on the most, because the questions they're not, mine aren't really, some of them are questions, but most of them are like, I call like topics. So like I'll different things.
Yeah.
So I did my research on you. I looked at, the certain things of the podcast and when it got created and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, let me make a couple things up. But like I go full in deep. I haven't had anybody crazy on yet. So some people are like, Sam, how the fuck did you know that? It's not like it's not
How do
like
you know my grandma's name?
it's not like there's a bunch of stuff on the internet. Like even you, I stalked your LinkedIn page a little bit. I did.
LinkedIn,
Oh,
fuck.
mate.
LinkedIn's fucked.
I know, fucking
I don't know how to
LinkedIn.
use it though.
I don't either. I'll post stuff of it. Like
I'll post stuff too, but I got no idea how it works.
Mate, I couldn't
I
tell
actually
ya.
had a message today. I had
Yeah,
this
tell me.
girl,
Yeah.
well, this lady, and I'll show you it. So she's fucking. We help you build multi-million-dollar brands through marketing, sales, and media.
Yeah.
And she's messaged me going, hi, Patrick, love to connect. Love what you do at Turn Up the Talk. And I just knew that all she wanted to do was get mine. I was like, hey, thank you for connecting. I appreciate your support. I just want to connect and talk to you about entrepreneurs like you. And I was like, she's like, very good. Glad someone like you takes the initiative to care. How are you planning to market and monetize your podcast? And I was like, fuck off.
Here we go.
And I was like, let's just see where this goes. And I was like, look, we're in the mental health space, so we don't make any money.
Yeah.
Any money we make, we don't take for ourselves. We're a non-for-profit. That's not why we're doing it. She goes, that's really awesome, but I have a podcast and so a big thing for podcasts is you sell something on it.
Yeah.
So say you owned fucking that water bottle.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, by the way, got like Bloke in a Bar, for example. You know what I mean? He has an awesome podcast and he sells his beers and merch on the back of it.
Yeah.
And she was like, I've done that for my podcast and I've made millions of dollars. How do you think this would work for you? And I was like, listen, I don't want to make money. I said that everything we do, like we do events and everything, like we do it all for free. Like we're non-for-profit. We don't want to do it. And she goes, that's great. That was it. Like once she realised that I didn't want to bar her, but she was like, sweet, fuck you. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you too, man. Take my fucking money.
Jesus
But
Christ.
yeah, so I think I don't even understand how it works, but
Have you had
I
any?
had a good laugh.
Have you had any like crazy people like, or any crazy messages with brand deals? Have you been like, oh, if you wear this T-shirt?
Oh, nah, not really. I mean, we've at the moment we're going through the process of trying to get some pretty like major sponsors on board, just because.
Can you
We
reveal
need-
any of those? Or?
There's none that to really reveal at the moment.
fair.
Like it's
Yeah.
all very very early.
Yeah.
Because to open a wellness center, man, it's fucking
I would imagine.
that's expensive.
It would be very
And
expensive.
There's only that's basically what it is. Just super expensive. We want to try and get people on board, and man, it's so hard to make money from a podcast. And like I said, any money we make, we don't take a cent from it because we're actually out of pocket from it. But man, that's what you do. You know what I mean? That's not why. If you going in to do doing something in the mental health space is like a good thing to do. If you're doing it to make money, then you're not doing it for the right reason. So obviously we can't fucking fork out thousands and thousands of dollars to open a wellness center. So that's the kind of avenue we're going down now.
That's awesome.
Looking for support.
Yeah, no, I'm so out of pocket. So
Oh, man,
I'm already like, this equipment itself costs like $3,000.
Yeah. It's pricey.
Yeah.
But obviously now we got a few, like the Clovelly Hotel, for example. We do our golf day fundraisers, and we have a few fundraisers, so that helps us tremendously. But yeah,
Going into that, so you like read my questions. You just know them apart clearly. So you got the Pilates at Clovelly Hotel.
so we do Pilates on a Tuesday morning at the Chloe Hotel.
And then you got obviously the golf days and then the walks. Is that the
so-
main three things you're focusing on?
Yeah, so the walks we just put a hold on
Yep.
for the moment when we had those just torrential
Was that when the bad
rainfalls
weather?
and stuff.
Yeah.
We just put a halt on that. The Pilates Tuesday morning is fuck you feel good after. That's with Hattie. So in Hattie's World is her Instagram page. She's awesome. She does it for us.
Yep, I did see that.
And then we've actually got a thing on Sunday like breath work, sunrise breath work.
Oh, yeah.
Just by the beach.
Awesome.
Just do a bit of breathing and everything like that. And then our golf days, our kind of one major fundraiser a year. And fuck man, it's so fun.
I was about to go. I think I was filming a podcast.
I remember, because Jero and I think Dirks. Saxon came, and man, it's just a good day. You know what I mean? Like everyone,
I'm not missing the next
the
one.
community's fucking amazing to like support us really well, and just for everyone to turn up and raises us some funds. But it's just a good night, you know what I mean? And we go back to the Chloe and we have a few beers and do a few raffles and everything like that. Yeah, it's good fun.
That's awesome. That's so cool. No, that's right. I was that's right. I was filming a podcast. I was filming a podcast. Sorry, mate.
Mate, there's always next year.
So, mate, I'll definitely be there next year. Yeah. And with those certain things, like especially the Pilates, is there certain like goals you want to like hit for that, or
it's literally just a place to get people get out of bed early, do a little bit of physical activity, because obviously your physical health, like training and everything like that, reduce. You've actually got 80% of your endorphins that release, like your happy chemicals, are in your stomach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like the more you train and eat good and everything like that, which is so contradicting in a way, because when you're in a depressed state or an anxious state, the last thing you want to do is even get out of bed, let alone go and train. So if you can just force yourself outside just to go for a walk even. And then again, vitamin D from the sun. Vitamin D comes from the sun, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, vitamin. So the sun, again, helps your mental health. So we just get people out early morning. Everyone, like, it's a bit of a good vibe to it. Like, everyone has a chat. Then you do your Pilates and you hang around after and everyone has a talk. Some people go grab a coffee. Some people go for a swim at the beach just to bring people together, really.
No, that's great. It's really cool you do that. Okay, so... So you've had some sick guests, some really cool guests. Like even I can't think of the dude's name. The guy that was in jail, you had him on before.
Russell Manser.
Well, he had him on before the recent ones. You've had Kyrgios, you've had Gibb, Will Gibb, and
Greg
then
Inglis.
Greg Inglis. So it was the one before Greg Inglis.
Russell Manser,
Him.
Rob Banks and whatnot. Yeah, he was a fucking crazy story, man.
Oh man, I was watching some of that a couple of weeks ago, and he seems like just from the bottom, not to the top, but like
just doing good things. Like just completely,
he seems like a good guy.
Completely turned his life around, and now he's just helping people for the better. Yeah.
So where did you find him?
Mate, my mum sent me it, and she goes, "This guy's going to be an Australian story. Read up about him." And I read up about him, and now he's got an organisation called The Voice of a Survivor.
Yes, yeah,
and it's for people like victims of institutional abuse. So he got sexually abused in jail. He was in and out of jail his whole life.
Fuck.
And when he was in jail, so he got sent to Long Bay when he was like 16 or 17. He shouldn't have even been in there. He was a teen. And their way to rehabilitate him was to put him in the cells with pedophiles and rapists.
Wait, what?
And so they knew, the guards would know what was happening, and the next day they'd come in and say, hey, I bet you don't want to fucking end up here again, or that'll keep happening. Like that was their way to rehabilitate it. It's just fucking nuts. And then a royal commission happened when Julia Gillard was in.
Yeah.
So 2012, 2013-ish. And he spoke out, and now he's got himself, obviously from all that stuff, came pretty bad mental illness problems as well, and drug abuse and alcohol abuse, and now he's just turned his life around and he's helping people in similar positions to him. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's one thing. I thought they didn't put, you're not a lawyer, you don't work in the courts, but I thought they didn't put sex offenders with
I thought
regular
they
people.
segregated too.
I thought
this was like 30 or so years ago now.
But even so, it's realistic. There's probably some prisons that are so like that.
Yeah,
you would imagine.
Well, like I said, he's got like a full and up and running like foundation about it. So obviously,
good on him.
It is still happening if he's got such a big foundation on it. Yeah,
good on him. But how do you get guests like that? Like obviously,
that was just straight through Instagram.
And what about like Nick Kyrgios, for example? Like how did that?
Nick Kyrgios we got lucky because Corey Callis.
Yeah.
So he's the stepbrother of Nick Kyrgios' partner.
Oh yeah.
So he hooked that up for us. So very grateful to Corey for that.
Great, they don't know each other seriously.
Greg Inglis, his manager had his number on Google, I think. He's
really?
It down now. We called him and he goes, "How'd you get my number?" We go, "Mate, it's on Google." He goes, "Oh fuck, I didn't know that." And he goes, "You know what? You guys did the work. Let me book it in for you." But we were trying to get him for years. But then he went over to England and played, and then came back. And again, they just do it out of, not one of them's ever asked for money to do it.
Yeah, that's one thing I was curious
obviously
about.
Being a mental health podcast, it's more inclined for them to want to come on. It's not like just, "Hey man, do you want to come on to chat?" It's like, "Hey man, this is what we're trying to do." So obviously if we were just a regular podcast on a different topic, you probably wouldn't have nowhere near the guests and the caliber we've had on, but that definitely helps. But mainly just through Instagram and
another one
through connections.
One I loved, and I still find funny to the day because of how that person was speaking, like where he was Mr. Mark Hunt on the bloody train. On the train.
We honestly hung up from that podcast.
He seems like an all-time bloke.
Yeah, he was a legend, but we were like, fuck, does he think... I think he thought we were like a UFC podcast or something, because the whole time he was just shit-talking Dana White, because he's in these lawsuits.
Yes, that was at the time. Yeah,
he was in these mad lawsuits about all this, and he just kept bringing it back to just fuck the UFC and fuck Dana White. But like then he did open up about things, but he was... So you look at that and you just think, fuck, what an awesome person and guest.
He seemed like
he was a good bloke. It's on the train. We were cracking up. It was good. But you know what I mean. When someone like that joins, you're not going to say, "Why the fuck are you on the train?" You just fucking hang up and you never speak to you again.
Like I really like tried my best. And I'm like, everybody come in here.
We definitely try getting there, especially for filming and like I'm sure we'll speak about like TikTok and stuff. You want to get that visual and everything like that. So
I had this one. I had a mate he does social media stuff, and he was the last one before you, and he was in Byron, so there was no way he was going to come here. So I was like, let's try the Zoom thing. And you've done the Zoom, couple of Zoom
it's
interviews.
Uncomparable.
And the quality just is so much worse.
Yeah, you can't even compare it. You can't and just the interaction face to face too.
Exactly.
Excuse me, when you just see someone and the conversation just flows so much.
It
You know what I mean? You speak to them before it, you speak to them after it, whereas you join a Zoom call, it's kind of like, all right, mate, let's get into it.
Then again, I'm now like that's a good friend of mine now. So that's funny. Good. But even so, what has been like the biggest change of perspective? You've done a lot of athletes, and then you've obviously had these others people with I've just got the dude's name, Gelman, prisoner
Russell Manson.
Russell, sorry.
Yeah.
And then you had people like Marianne.
Yeah.
God, why am I forgetting everybody's last name? But you've had all these different types of people. Have you any like certain perspectives on like these mental health topics, like with these athletes compared to Russell, compared to Marianne?
Honestly, I think that's the biggest eye-opening thing. Is not really like.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people think, athletes, they're on a different level to us, all this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, man, we're all the same. And it's funny you ask that, because that's just such a point we try to get across, that all these people come from different avenues of life. Some of them have lived with a great family, been brought up super, super well, had no financial problems, their parents have been together, they're going to great schools.
Yeah.
Yet they're feeling the same way as someone who came from nothing, had to get by, do what they had to do to get by, compared to someone who's making millions of dollars overseas playing sport. Completely different lifestyles, but they're all experiencing the same things. So I think that's the biggest takeaway from it.
Is there one like certain quote or one certain thing you remember from a guest that still like hits you in the heart, or something that you're like, wow, I can't believe that person said that?
I remember Dan Hunt, so he was an old Dragons player.
Yeah. My dad was obsessed with Dragons, so I know
Yeah.
all the old Dragons players.
So we had Dan Hunt on. He's doing great stuff with the mental health movement. And
Yeah.
I remember he was saying when he was playing footy, he goes like, I was in a really bad place, and he goes, I really wanted to speak to someone, and everyone thought I was fine, and I just put this tough man mask on, and I'll never forget the way he said it. And he goes, but underneath it, he just goes, fuck, like I was hurting, and like his voice kind of like trembled, and like it was almost like he was fighting back tears. And this is like,
Wow.
he's obviously hasn't got through it all. Like mental illness just doesn't go away, but he's in a much better place than he was. And even just talking, I still remember just his voice was trembling, and just the way he said it, like every time I listen to it, I just get goosebumps. Like the way I was just like, fuck. It was very relatable for me. So, yeah, it's just relatable putting on like a mask. And not, because I wasn't always open about my mental health and my mental illness, and I would just put on this mask, and same thing underneath, I was fucking like hurting bad.
That's what I find so great about your podcast. You're having all these, do you have all these different types of people, and as I said, they're opening up, and each person is going to have their own demons or their own problems. Like,
exactly
I'm quite
right.
similar to you with that. Like, I'm still that way, which I need to improve on. Like, I keep it in, because that's how we've been brought up as
I
men.
even
We've got
still
to
do sometimes, man. Like, I'll get home and I'll be feeling like shit.
Yeah.
Mum be like, oh, you alright? You see me? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, just tired. And I'll just go in my room and just be like, fuck. Shit. Just shit. But that's the thing. You got to speak up. You have to. And you just got to get strategies that will help you. Because obviously it's different to every person. There's just so many different things you can do for it. You know what I mean? If you don't want to speak to someone that close to you, then you can go to a GP and get a mental health plan. Then they put you in touch with a professional. You get 10 or 20 free sessions now. So there's just so many different avenues. Some people speak to someone and say, fuck, I didn't really like speaking to someone. But the biggest thing with that is I've had so many people say, oh yeah, I tried a psychologist, but I didn't like it. It's not for me. And sure, for some people it just might not be, but in my head this makes sense. I'm going to try to articulate it. I know I will. But I always say, like, what's your favourite food? Do you like chocolate? Or ice cream or something?
Chocolate. Let's do chocolate.
All right, chocolate. So what's your favourite chocolate?
Peanut butter race cups.
Peanut butter, yum. What's your least favourite?
Oh, God. That's a good question. These almond ones. Almond? Oh, God, what's it called? Almond Joy or some shit? They're in America. They're these almond chocolate. Anyway.
All right, so say the first time you ever tried chocolate was an Almond Joy.
Yeah.
You'd probably be like, fuck that, I hate chocolate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you try a few others, and eventually you find fucking Reese's peanut butter cups.
Wow.
So you can't expect to go to the
Good
first professional you see and expect just to click with them and get everything out. But if you try one or two others, you might not like one, you don't mind the other, and then you might find one and you go, fuck, I just feel so comfortable with this person. Like, I've gone through different psychologists too, and I was like, I just don't really, nothing against the person, they're fucking great, but I just don't feel super comfortable opening up to you. So that's the way I kind of look at it, and that I try to tell people.
Yeah, so I had something similar to that in year 12. I had a lot of friend issues. We had this big fight, and with one of my friends in school, and I was not in the fault. Like, I just held my own and tried to stick up for myself.
Yeah, of
And then
course.
everybody was saying how they're on my side, and I had all these messages from, there was a group of 10 of us, let's say, and the other 8 were all on my side. But then the next time next day we're at school, and they're all not on my side, and I'm feeling really neglected and not getting reached out to. So I was like, I'm going to try this. I felt really mentally drained. And like, I felt like mentally ill. And I spoke to one of the school therapists, and I did not click. And, and then I was like, since that day, I was like,
not for you.
Not for me.
Yeah.
So hearing that is like,
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
It's just like anything, man. Like, you're not going to click, you know what I mean? You don't get along with every person you meet. So you're not, just because they're a professional and they're great at what they do doesn't mean you still got to feel a connection with them to be able to. It's fucking scary sitting there and being so vulnerable to a stranger.
Yeah, no, it is. That's what. So this is one thing I always joked around with the physio, Ewan. I'd be like, mate, you stretch my bones out, you get my muscles all good, and then we have a chat about.
Yeah, they're
like a therapist.
Yeah,
they almost.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing, because they can just, when you're sitting there getting rehab done, there's nothing else to do but talk.
Exactly.
And that's just exactly what I was saying before. You just feel so good after talking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're just scared getting your leg rubs or whatever you're doing, and you're talking, and all of a sudden you walk out going, "Fuck, how good was that? Just have a chat."
Like, and that my more recent injuries, like, they're really like, because I had like all these big trials, like I was really getting back quite like how I was before school, when I was in school before I had a bad injury in year 12, but before all these injuries came up and I was like finally feeling good again. And then I was drained after these injuries, and most people won't even know this, but like I was drained and I felt mentally not myself, because it's just, I constantly felt like, oh, here we go again, fucking rehab. Yeah. And I was having three bad injuries a year, let's say. And
never ending, really.
It wouldn't stop. And then I would speak to the physio and be like, "You're right, Sam. Just keep going at it. We'll get you good. We'll get you good." And then we would just talk. Sometimes we just talk about what was on TV last night. But they're great, especially, again, not to toot Advanced Health's horn, but I had a great experience today. And yes, the $70, wasn't the greatest, but
Mark's very good. The whole thing is they have E-Lab gyms too, but their whole thing is body, spirit, mind.
Yes.
And then body and mind. So they really focus on the mental side of things as well, which I think is great. Yeah.
With the E-Lab stuff, like, can you talk on like what you're like trying to work on with them?
So we're going to get Mark on for like a mini series of just 6 podcasts, just focusing on different topics each time.
Wow,
short,
that's great.
To the point.
Yeah.
We're going to do talks.
Wow.
So like live talks with us and Mark.
Would you go to like schools and stuff?
Yeah, but that would be good too. But
yeah,
mainly just like up at his gym on like a Wednesday night.
Okay, yeah.
Anyone's welcome to come and talk about how you can live more freely or whatever the topic may be.
Yeah.
Just things like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's really cool. Especially like especially that I've known. Yeah, Mark forever, feels like it. It'd be funny. I hope he watches this and be like, "Oh, mate, two of my favourite people that always come and give me money."
Keeping your business alive.
Keep my business alive. I full reckon I did. But that was legit my second home for a long time. But moving on. What goes into some of these podcasts, like production-wise? Like you working with, like you're saying to me before, like how you working on the Roosters podcast, and then you got your own. What goes in production-wise? Because example for me, I'm just click this and this, set up a camera. Let's go.
Yeah, so I record at Radio Hub where I work, studios, and then so for my job, I produce and edit other people's podcasts. So they'll come in and they'll do a podcast there, and I'll produce and edit it. We do the Roosters one, which I co-host some of the time. And then I get home and I've been editing all day and I go, fuck, I cannot be fucked editing my own podcast. Like, you know what I mean? I've been doing it all day. Like sometimes you have long, like today, the reason we had to start so late, I'd have an 11-hour day and then I just don't want to come home tonight. And I have to go home and edit my one tonight. Which I actually just forgot about. Thanks for reminding me. Well, mate. So now I've got to go home and edit my podcast. So yeah, you get in and you test all the levels and you get the whatever you record. We record on Adobe, record on that, test all the levels, get going with it. Have the cameras set up. I'm going to learn to start using the cameras myself, but at the moment we have our video guy Mick, who's fucking awesome. Like he's so good to us. And then, you obviously, as soon as you finish it, you save the motherfucker. Because we've lost a couple files.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah, that's a fucking nightmare, man. And then we actually did it with Mark. We lost
Oh,
Mark's
really?
file, yeah. And then, but he came on again. And then I go home and edit it all, get all the best clips to do the social medias. Lockie will listen as well and send me saying, at 31 minutes, it was a pretty good quote, and I'll just go cut it all up. And all that stuff,
Oh, awesome.
And then post it online and whatnot.
I had a horrible one, so it wasn't working on this side. So the microphones, because that's happened a lot. Like what I'll do, this is really bad, and people, why it's, as you said to me before, sometimes it's like it's not cut like the right way. Some of them the camera stopped working, so I had to go. I went and got a clip.
And just had to
from the
place
start
it
and
over.
played it over. So it's better than having a black screen.
Yeah, I get you.
So one time it was the opposite. So it wasn't recording. So it was just the camera.
Phone quality,
The quality for the first 40 minutes is bad, and that's my least viewed one for a reason because of how bad the quality is.
It's amazing how people can turn on a podcast and you can just turn it off because it doesn't sound. You know what I mean? It's a big thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The quality, sound quality. Yeah,
100%. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to ask: Where's Luca been in these podcasts?
So Luca's just flat. So he's with the Parramatta Eels at the moment.
Oh, he's with the Eels.
Yes, he's with the Eels. So he's always out in Parramatta.
Yeah.
He's doing rehab at the moment for a few injuries. So he's still like a part of it.
He's still a part of it.
He's still a part of it.
Yeah.
It's just he's very busy.
Yeah,
He doesn't have a lot of time on his head. Well, none of us do. But I mean, he's out in Parramatta and he's busy with that. But he'll be a part of it forever. You know what I mean? Like he started it with us.
He's still part of the family.
I love the kid.
Yeah. How did that relationship start? Because you and
so Lockie and I were in
Lockie same year, right?
But Luca played first with us.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that connection was made.
Would you play like for the last year or something together?
Yeah, so our last year,
Yeah.
he played.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because his younger brother Marco was in my year.
Yeah.
He's doing quite well in the footy. I saw.
He's with the Bunnies, I think.
Yeah, so I was talking to. I had Lachlan Gale, Choc.
Yeah, I know Lockie.
Yeah, I had him on a couple episodes ago, and we were talking about. I said I'm not the best with the footy. I did a lot of research on him because I didn't know what any of the stuff was, and they're playing Jersey flag with each other.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they were.
Flag, I think
that's the
20s or 19s.
Yeah, the 20s. So I think Lockie's now playing New South Wales Cup.
Yeah.
But they were doing Jersey flag together. And
I think he's in the top 30 squad, maybe.
Yeah.
South.
Yeah. He's training. He's training like full time now. It's awesome. It's like crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, good on him, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So good. Yeah, but like looking at that Jersey flag team, for example, I'm like, I know that guy. It's like 6-7 names. I'm like, shit. I know this guy. How the hell is he playing? And he's playing for the Bunnies. That's insane.
Yeah.
Talking about someone playing professional footy, I think you're in the same year as him. Oh God, I've just names again. I'm so bad. Fullback. He plays for New
League
South
or
Wales
Union?
Fullback.
Dono? Ben Donaldson?
You in the same year as him, right?
Yeah. We're meant to do a podcast with Dono.
I want to say that.
We're about to do it next week. Actually,
Yeah.
He just made the Wallabies Ace team as well.
That's what I saw.
Fucking good player.
That's awesome.
He's a fucking great player. Champion. He's such a good bloke as well. But yeah, because I was young for my year.
Yes.
So he was in the year below me, but I played my whole footy growing up with him.
Yeah.
So all through school, he actually, for club, he played for the rival team. He was Clovelly Eagles.
That's why I used to play for Clovelly Eagles.
Yeah, I was Coogee, but in school coming through, we always played together.
Yeah.
And now he's fucking killing it.
Amazing. So
well deserved. Yeah.
Good on him. Good on him. Did you ever want to play like pro footy? Was it like a plan?
That was the plan for sure. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do was pro footy. Played since I was heaps young. Yeah. Played through school and then again had that big injury. Yeah. And I was like, that's all good. Come back, play again. Yeah. Had it again. I was like, that's all good. Come back. Same goal. I still want to play pro footy. And then I came back and just had to get shit right with my head. And I just
had enough.
Ended up pro. My passion kind of. I still love the game. I still coach it, but my passion. I just wanted to do work in the mental health space. That was my new passion, and kind of took over. Yeah.
Can you tell us who's the next person's on the podcast, or
we recorded one just me, Lockie, and Luca. Yeah. Actually yesterday. Monday. So that'll come out. That was just a good catch up because Luke has been pretty busy. He hasn't had a chance to jump on. We had a good chat about kind of alcohol and the effects of drinking, stuff like that. Being comfortable, being alone. Yep. And then probably Dono. We've got Kerbox lined up from Bondi Rescue.
Yeah.
Remember Kerbox, a big wave surfer.
Yeah.
Or pro surfer. So we'll get him on.
Pardon me.
There's
The Bondi Rescue boys are cool. I had
a couple others we got. There's a couple others we're trying to book in times for. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I can't.
That's all right.
I can't fucking. But yeah, we'll have Dono and Kerbox in the next few weeks.
That's awesome. Yeah, I had remember Dylan Davis. He was. So he was on and he told me about some of the. He wasn't on it long.
Yeah.
It was only on it. He did the training thing and then because of COVID and stuff, he stopped doing it. And he was telling me about like some of the stuff. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, I'm keen to dive into it with Kerbox.
Yeah, you'll really like that. And Dylan did what? He was there barely even there, months.
Yeah, and he had some stories.
Yeah,
like, it'd be a fucking heavy job.
The craziest thing is most of the camera work and most of the stuff filmed. It's a real thing. Obviously it is because it's a real show, but like you think they don't cut out heaps.
Yeah.
Like that's always one thing I was like, yeah, no way they keep everything in, but like hearing about his story, it's like awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But moving on back onto you. One thing I want to know is how did the Fairbairn brothers friendship and the Mr. Gibb?
So I've known Will since I was like 4 or 5. We have one of our best mates, Nathan. We played footy together. Then Nathan went to primary school with Will. Yeah. Will and Nathan were family friends and good friends. Yeah. And then obviously I was best mates with Nathan. Yeah. So then I met Will and then we'd all go on holidays together, like Nathan's family and Will's family, and Nathan would bring me. Yeah. And then me and Will just became best mates as well. So all three of us are kind of like childhood best mates.
Oh, wow.
And then I met Lockie. I remember, Will just met Lockie kind of through the TikTok world.
Yeah.
You know, the social media world, and they're from Adelaide. Yep. And we play PGA on PlayStation, PGA Tour. Yeah. We were playing, he goes, my mate Lockie's going to play. I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Mm-hmm. Sweet. Anyway, we got speaking. So then every night we used to play this when I was living out at home, just at Hillsdale. Yeah. And we'd just sit on the lounge and play not FIFA, PGA all night. So then obviously I get to know Lockie, and then he goes, fuck it, I'm going to come to Sydney. We're like, all right, cool. So then he comes to Sydney, we met, hit it off instantly. Like, he's just one of those blokes that as soon as you meet, we just hit it off. And then probably 2 weeks later, his brother came, Jackson too. Mm-hmm. And then me and Jackson just fucking hit it off as well. And then, we've gone on a couple of trips together since and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they're fucking great.
They seem like
they're just like, they're just good people. They're just good friends.
How was it, like, knowing, I asked the same question to Jordan, Delu, when he was on. How is it like knowing Will Gibb, like when he's younger, and like knowing him, like, and now you see him and he's on every second TikTok post? It seems like it.
I've always said he's the funniest motherfucker I've ever met. Yeah. Like, I've always said that since day night. I was like, he is the funniest fucking person I've ever met. And but it's just like, because I've known him for so long, I don't really. Yeah. Like, it's pretty funny when you walk through the shops and whatnot. Yeah. And he always jokes and goes, "Can you be my bodyguard?" But it's just like, I've just known him for so long. So I just know him from how I've known him all my life. And he's just a funny, like, he's actually a really good mate. Like, like, he's funny and everything and he's hilarious, but like, I could call him at 2 a.m. and he would come and pick me up and sit, like, he called me the other night at like 1 and he was like, "I got a bit of this on my mind. Do you reckon we could have a chat?" I was like, "Yeah, come pick me up, mate." We sat in the car park for like 3 hours just talking about our own stuff. He's so good, and he puts it straight. He never ever judges me at all, like, no matter what it is. Like,
that's what you want in a friend.
I could do some dumb shit, stuff that I know is wrong, and I'll be like, "Fuck, I did this," and I just know, he won't be like, "Oh, that's okay, bro, don't worry," but he'll be like, "Look, it's fine. Like, you shouldn't have done it." Like, and you know what I mean? Like, he's a fucking, like, such a great friend, man. Like, he's just always there for me, non-judgmental.
That's what you want.
He's fucking, he's a 12 out of 10. He's so good. He's hot too. 12 out of 10.
Mate, well, we'll hopefully watching this, and mate, I got you and I've had the other two mates on. Jesus Christ, I'm working around the whole body friend group. It seems like
you're the last one to tick off.
What took so long to get him on? That's one thing for yours, because
we had him on a while ago. Oh, you did as well, yeah.
Oh.
So we've had him on a couple times now.
I do,
because I just don't. You don't really think. You know what I mean? You think of big names, and like obviously to the outside, someone's like, "Fuck, that's pretty big." Yeah. But to me, it's just like, it doesn't even a thought. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying to him, "Oh, guess who I had on this week?" He'd be like, "Fuck, who'd you get on? And you know what I mean? I didn't even think to be like, "Fuck, maybe I should just get you on." Because it's just he's like just an average mate, So
It's really cool. Like you guys all have like your own thing going. It's
It's
really sick.
and
when
he's
you're from
a
the
huge
outside.
supporter again, like the Clovelly Hotel with this comedy thing. That's his comedy night.
Yeah, John was.
He got the
John was telling me.
Inspired Boys for us, or not for us, like for the comedy night.
Yeah,
And then, hey man, like let's do a fundraiser for you while we're at it. Like
That'd
he's
be
just,
awesome.
he's just so supportive.
Again, go link in bio for Turn Up the Talk. Is it going to be in the link in bio for all the tickets and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so you
yes.
go
They're
buy
selling
those.
out very quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will hopefully be there. I'll try to be.
Yeah.
Hey, so now moving on to the 10. So first one is, tell us about your most recent social media posts. And also with that, how do you feel about social media?
So social media can be great for people like us doing things. You know, like we got a great reception on social media.
Yeah.
Building a pretty good following and stuff, especially with TikTok. TikTok's fucking sick. TikTok's like a life hack for advertisement, literally. But then on the other side of that, you get things of body image. You know what I mean? You only see the best of people on social media. And even when I was going through probably the worst stage of my life, I was in America.
Oh, really?
And I was posting fucking, mate. Everyone's like, mate, you're living the dream. You know what I mean? I was in New York,
Yeah.
Colorado. I was going all around America.
Yeah.
And I was in the worst headspace possible. I had to come home early.
Bloody hell.
And but everyone else looking in, you know, they're probably going at home going, fuck. Probably feeling depressed because I'm over in America having this time of my life. But in reality, I wasn't. So just don't take it literally with a grain of salt, what you see on social media. But at the other end of that, it's great for us at Turn Up Talk. Obviously, it's great for you to promote your podcast, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my most recent one on my personal account, or
Let's do both.
my most recent one on my personal account was my Melbourne trip.
Oh, yeah.
So that was just
All time.
I've been starting to do a few photo dumps. So if you see
I love that.
if you see my last 4 posts, I've just got a whole bunch of just random shit on there.
I think there's so much better posts like that because it's just such
just
random
a bunch
shit.
of random shit. So the last one was in Melbourne. It was just pretty much got one of us standing outside the boxing, in the boxing, getting on the plane. Just
Did you sit pretty close at the boxing?
Yeah, we were pretty close. We were like probably a few rows up on the first level, just a few rows up.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
once the main event stopped, everyone kind of left and we went ringside, which was all right.
That's awesome.
So that was that one. And then Turn Up the Talk, the most recent one was for Men's Mental Health Week.
Yes.
So June 13th to June 19th, Men's Mental Health Week. 7 men every day we lose to suicide, and just a few things, you know, call one friend a day, ask how they are, do one thing that is good for your personal mental health, check in on your family.
And is there anything that you guys are going to do with that at Turn Up the Talk, or are you for the Men's Mental Health Week?
We don't have an event plan, unfortunately. That's one thing we're not good at. We're not good at looking ahead in the calendar and aligning ourselves with things. Unless it's Are You OK Day, we generally do things for Are You OK Day.
Yeah. Well, it's Are You OK Day is the best, in my opinion. And then the next one is, who is your biggest inspiration? That can be in anything.
Fuck.
It can be as boring as your parents. That's not boring.
Biggest inspiration. I love Tyson Fury. I don't say I'm inspired, but I don't really look up to someone as such. Like, obviously you look up to your parents and, you know, I've got a great relationship with my boss who does podcast and stuff, and I look up to him. Obviously, he's like a mentor to me.
Yep.
So he's definitely up there. But like, I wouldn't say there's no one that really comes to mind that I really look up to. Like, this is going to sound probably so cheesy and so cringy, but
go ahead.
I want to like inspire. I inspire to be someone who, like, in 5 years or 10 years will be proud of, like, myself now will be proud of that person. You know what I mean?
I think that
so
says every time.
That's how I kind of look at it.
I think that's one of the best answers for that question.
That's probably me in like 5 or 10 years, as cringy as it sounds.
No.
But yeah,
trust me, I've heard more cringy. So that was a really good answer. And give me like a funny drunk story, your worst experience on the piss, whatever you feel comfortable saying.
Shit. No, I've just got to say, man.
As we do.
Probably some of the things in Bali, I'd say.
Bloody Bali.
Just jumping on the scooters up on the foot. I remember one of my mates was on the footpath and someone jumped out of the way and like tripped over, and then her boyfriend like grabbed me and was like, "Your friend nearly hit my girlfriend," and he wouldn't let go of me. So I've gone both just driven off like fuck. And we had to speed off. That was probably weird.
Mate. So I haven't I don't think I've been. No, I've never been because I've always gone to America since I've been 18. Always America, so not legal age.
Yeah,
Now I'm
yeah,
21, so now I can go back there. This is my first trip coming up that I've gone overseas that I actually can leave and get
that
on the
would be
piss.
sick. Yeah.
Oh, I'm worried about Grace because me and Jero were there for like 6-7 days. It's
Yeah,
just the
that
two
would
of
be-
us, and
that would be good fun.
we're just gonna like party along. It probably won't stop getting off the piss. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be fun though. It'll be good fun. This is always an interesting one that I love hearing people's answers on. Who was your first celebrity crush? And then
Celebrity crush.
your first one. Do you have a current one as well?
My first one. Okay, the first one that comes to mind
Yeah.
for my first crush was
Yeah.
you watch WWE.
Yeah.
Maurice. She was
Maurice.
like this
I'm looking this
diva.
up.
Look her up, man.
I'm
And
looking
like,
this up.
I remember I would have been like, I was young, and I just remember fucking loving it. Like, I used to go on Google and just be like, Maurice topless, like stupid fucking like 12 years old. I love it because I used to love WWE, like love it. And then I fucking it was Maurice.
I had a funny one. I had like that with Ronda Rousey. I don't know why.
Ronda Rousey.
I had this weird thing.
I know what you mean, but you get
Bruh,
these weird things.
I was like 12, and it was like the first like I didn't even find her attractive or anything, to be honest. Well, no, back in the day, yeah, I probably did. I was a little kid, but like, but now I was so it was such a random thing.
Yeah,
my
it's
parents
funny, it's funny.
my parents like looked at me like, Sam, who's Ronda Rousey? I'm like, oh, you're so funny. I was like confused.
My one now, but
Yeah.
my celebrity crush now, I'd say Margot Robbie. So
yeah,
basic,
yeah.
but Margot Robbie in that Wolf of Wall Street movie.
No,
Hello.
mate. Have you heard of the show Outer Banks? Madeline Clark.
It's yeah.
Mate,
That's
she's-
a fucking
Bro,
great TV show.
Oh, it's so good. I love it. Can't wait for the next season.
Well, I binge watched it
Oh,
all night when
mate.
it came out. It was
Oh,
so
mate,
good.
same. Whenever it comes out, like during COVID, I did not leave the house, and then when the next season came out, I sat there and just watched the 10 episodes straight.
Yeah. Same.
But it's
I
so
did it
worth
all
it.
overnight. I came home from work. I sat there to like sunrise, just
Oh,
watching it on the lounge.
Great show, honestly. What's your favorite? This isn't one of the questions, but I'm curious now.
All
What's
right.
your favorite TV show of all time? And then a favorite movie of all time.
Favorite TV show of all time.
You can give me a couple.
I'll give you a couple.
Yeah.
Outer Banks.
Good
Love. Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, I heard that's really
So
really
good.
Yeah,
That's so good. And then Money Heist is good too.
I need to watch that as well.
Money Heist is so good, man.
I'm so bad with TV shows. Like I never watched anything. Outer Banks is the only show. Like that
Yeah,
would
Outer
probably,
Banks is fucking good. But then I love heaps of TV shows. Breaking
Yeah.
Bad was pretty good.
Yeah,
But
I watched.
that'd probably be my top three, I'd
Yeah.
say. There's probably one I walk out the door and go, fuck, that one's, that one's up there. But
movies.
what is another one I've been watching? Okay, movies.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I have like an all-time... I love thrillers, but like Prisoners.
Yeah.
Have you seen Prisoners?
Nah.
Oh, you got to watch
You
it.
watch it?
I love thriller
Yeah, yeah.
movies. Yeah, Prisoners would be up there. It's a
Yeah.
fucking sick movie.
Now I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, you have to, mate. It's so good. Tell me if you like. You
Yeah.
have to like. You can't not like it. It's
My
so good.
my favorite movie. It's so like it's not basic, but like it's like so many people would say Blindside.
The Blind Side.
I think it's just such a sick story. And then
Yeah.
favorite TV show, completely different. Entourage.
Andre, I've never seen that.
Oh my, you have to. Watch
I've been
it.
called Turtle before, but who's Turtle? Does he drive? Does he drive?
Yeah.
Because I remember
He always drives.
I do Will's podcast, and the two times, so I probably drove half the time and he'd drive half the time.
Yeah.
He was out to North Sydney, and
Yeah.
every time his agent would call, who I know well now, he would be like, "Oh, you in the car?" And he'd be like, "Yeah." And he'd be like, "Oh, do you want me to call you back later?" He goes, "No, it's all good. Pat's driving."
Yeah.
And then eventually he goes, "Fuck, Pat, you're like fucking Turtle from the Entourage." I was like, "Who the fuck's that?" He goes, "Just look him up." And he goes, "He drives everywhere." I was like, "You call literally every time I'm driving, you call, and then whenever anyone else is driving, you don't call." But I love driving. I love
I'll
it.
tell you why.
Yeah.
It's so true. Because Turtle, you have to watch it. But so what it is, it's all about Mark Wahlberg's story.
Yeah, I've heard good
it's,
things about it.
So it's like a fake version of Mark Wahlberg's story, and they have the agent, and they have like the main character is the agent, the guy now who's like Mark Wahlberg, and then he's the famous brother like Donnie Wahlberg, who's not as famous.
Yeah.
And then you have the agent, not the agent, the manager, and then you have the assistant, who's Turtle is, and half of Turtle's assistants is either picking up shit or driving around. So that's why he calls you Turtle.
Oh, well, I love driving. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if
You obsessed with cars?
if I'm going with
No,
couldn't really care less
Yeah.
about cars. Although I'd love a G wagon.
So I'm terrible with cars.
I'd like if we're going somewhere, I'm like, yep, I'll drive.
Oh, yeah?
Like I don't know. I love putting because then I can play my music. I'm in
Yeah.
control. Obviously, I don't fit in smaller cars. So
I
I
would
like being
imagine.
comfortable in my own
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
Like I just fucking love it. Like sometimes like when I was going through like a bad stage, I'd just get in my car and drive around by myself and just listen to music.
So that was like a
I
thing
find it
that helped.
soothing, yeah.
So I've had some. See, it's different. Some people, I've had some mates that have like been in the wheel and been like, that's like I would not want to be there at my work.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
I love it.
So that's a good
like
thing
I'll
for you?
just cruise around, sing a lot. I'll fucking
Yeah.
belt out music.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
music. I find it therapeutic. And yeah, I fucking love driving.
So is country like your top genre? Do you have any other
I have
music
the-
you listen to?
Broadest range of music you've ever heard. Like
Tell me.
everything with words. Like I can't do house music.
Yeah,
House
which
music
is
can fuck off.
house music. My thing on it is only EDM house at a club. But then
Yeah,
you've got to be
yeah,
in the mood. I can't listen to that shit
I
sober.
can't do it. I can't
can't
even do
listen-
it at a club.
Really? Oh,
I
gotta
love
be,
Aussie rap.
Really?
Aussie rap.
Oh, mate.
So let me read out some of my like songs.
Do you like
So-
1-4?
Yeah, I like 1-4. Yeah.
So when I was there the night when they came out Killer Roy. And
Oh,
my favorite
really?
Killer
That
Roy
would've
song
been
is
sick.
My City. So
Oh, that's mad.
Oh, so-
On Aussie Rap,
Yeah, yeah.
when you were speaking about next guests,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen. But both of them agreed to come on, and obviously they're super busy, and
Yeah.
schedules got in the way. So that's something we are working on, Cursor and Chillin' It, which would be
wow.
pretty cool. Yeah.
So I'm not being the Aussie rap, but I know them too. Obviously.
Yeah, so they
That'd be
both said,
sick.
you know, like I'd love to do it. It's just hard trying to.
Obviously.
Obviously, Cursor's on tour at the moment for like not like his tour, but doing festivals and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, yeah.
So it's busy. But I've got like these are my like songs.
Yeah,
I've got
tell
like
me.
Secret Love Song Part 2 with Little Mix. like that. I started a joke from the Bee Gees, fucking Tommy and Chris, a bit of Thirsty Mo, then Country, then Dave, the British rapper.
I love Dave.
Then fucking Angels by Robbie Williams, then more
Oh,
country, then a bit of Lissy, then fucking Luke Combs, then some
Yep.
Marty Robbins bloke who was like from the 1910s. Like, mate, I've just got
Jesus.
then Olivia Rodrigo. Love
Gotta
her to
love.
death.
Oh, I should.
I love her music. I fucking love it.
Oh, mate, driver's license is banger.
Oh, mate, that's that shit. I
banger.
used to bang
That
that song.
shit
I've
bangs.
overplayed it so hard, but so hard. Like on repeat. I used
Yeah.
to pump it. Yeah, she's fucking killing it. She's so young as well.
Oh, no, she's
It's like-
18,
yeah.
19, yeah.
So I didn't know the kid Leroy was so young either.
Yeah, he's
I thought he was
August.
like 24 or
No,
something.
he's not even 19 yet. He just literally just turned. I had my mate, same birthday as him, 20 August something, 20 something.
Yeah, right. That's nuts.
Yeah. Nah, he's sick.
But just on the movies before we
Yeah,
go to the
yeah.
next
Yeah,
I
go on
remember
it.
one time. I love Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Yes.
I reckon it's a great movie, but I remember I was on a date once and some girl was like, "Oh, what's your favourite movie?" And I was like, "Oh, like I really like." She goes, "Don't fucking say it." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "Don't fucking say it." I was like, "What?" She goes, "Don't say Wolf of Wall Street." I was like, "Fuck, how'd you know?" She goes, "Everyone fucking says that." So now when everyone asks my favourite movie, I'm like, "No, it's not Wolf of Wall Street." Fuck that. That's an average movie, but I fucking love it. But I never say it anymore because of that.
I think I'm that one guy who doesn't. I love Wolf of Wall Street, but it's
Yeah.
never gonna. It's not my top three. No, I love it. I do, but like it's always Blindside.
Yeah, Blindside is good.
So
And
I'm
you
like-
got to get into thrillers. Do you like thrillers? They're fucking.
I don't
great.
mind. Yeah, some of them like good. Like
Yeah. You got to watch Prisoners.
that's what I really liked. Knives Out. Have you seen that?
Ooh, it rings a bell.
It's with Daniel Craig, Chris
I'm
Evans,
so bad with actors' names.
Captain America,
Oh yeah.
James Bond.
Never seen it.
You've never seen James Bond?
Hey, everyone said I've never seen James Bond. I've never seen Star Wars. I've never seen fucking what's the other one?
Marvel?
Seen some Marvels. What's the fucking
Harry Potter.
Star Wars? I've never really seen Harry Potter.
Star Trek?
Fuck. What's Lord of the Rings?
Lord, I haven't seen. Yeah.
Never seen that. Never seen Jurassic Park. Never seen Indiana Jones. Like, I've never seen all these classics. And everyone's like, "Are you fucking serious? What have you been doing?" I'm like,
mate.
I've just been. I love shit Netflix movies.
I'm saying
Like just those shit ones.
I do as well.
I love them. Like,
I love the
Uncut
shit.
Jams. I fucking love.
I
that
loved
shit.
it. Oh, I love. This is bad. This is another thing. This is eyewitness right here. I love shitty rom-coms on
Oh
Netflix.
yeah, I was a sucker for it.
Oh mate,
Oh man.
the minute one of them Netflix original rom-coms
love
comes
that
out, I'm
shit.
getting
Yeah,
on the
no,
phone.
I'm with you. I
watching
think
it.
everyone does. Anyone says who
Oh,
doesn't, you're
mate.
a liar. You're
Mate,
a
there was
liar.
all the high school ones, and I'm
Yeah, they're
get me.
classic.
They get me. They get me.
I'm with you. I just love shit Netflix
Oh,
movies.
me
yeah.
too. No, but Star Wars upsets me. Star Wars was my childhood.
Yeah, I just never
Harry Potter.
got into
Harry-
it.
see,
Harry Potter, I think I watched up to
I-
number 3.
Oh, so
when I
it's
was
more.
like a
It's better
kid.
than me. I've seen one, I think.
Yeah, and that was only because I think my dad took me.
Yeah, I was talking to a mate
He
about.
hates that stuff, so that's why I never watched them.
I'm obsessed with the Marvel. Like Marvel is like.
Yeah, so I don't mind them. Like I just never. I remember one time with them. What was that mad? The End Game came out.
Yeah.
Everyone's time I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go what did I have on? I don't know why. I just wasn't work. I don't know what I had on. I had like 3 days I spent in my room. And I just watched chronological order.
Oh my God.
Building up. I think I got up to like 12 or 14
Jesus
or something. And I was
Christ.
like, fuck this. You need to get out of your room. Like, talk about poor mental health, mate. I was fucking rattled, like staring at my TV for that long. But yeah, I don't mind them. But like,
Yeah, see, that's like my shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm not.
So many of my mates.
I'm not nerdy. Like
Yeah, so
I'm a
many
bit
mates
nerdy.
love that shit.
I'm like, I feel like this is really bad. I feel like I know sometimes more about Marvel than basketball. Like the NBA.
So you like love it.
Like, I like, love
Did
it.
you
love
see
it.
that Doctor Strange
Oh,
one,
of
that
course.
new one? So you
They-
like
bro, I'm the
religiously
day.
watch
We will
them
buy it. We bought them a
Yeah,
month
like
in
Premiere
advance.
and that.
A month in
Yeah,
advance,
okay.
and we
Fuck.
watched it the night it came out.
You do love it.
So like I'm in Europe when Thor's on. We thought I was just gonna be. We thought it came out the 6th, so we thought we could watch opening on 5th. But I'm going away on the 6th, so and it's coming out on the 7th. So
Fuck,
I'm
what are
gonna
you gonna
miss.
do?
I'm not. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna.
It'll be over in Europe.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
wouldn't it?
So I was meeting. I'm at the moment. I'm meeting a mate over there, but like
Yeah.
let's say half the time I'll be on myself. But I'm
Yeah,
saying you
yeah,
for
yeah.
yourself, so I'll be okay. I will
Yeah.
go. I'm one of these people that hate on people that do this, that go watch a movie by themselves. Never could do it.
I envy them.
I
I respect them because I could never do
I
it.
could.
I don't like it because I'm jealous. I wish I could.
I couldn't, but I'm going to watch Thor.
Yeah.
By
But
myself.
when you think about it, it's like, fuck, how do you go to the movies by yourself? It's probably the one place you could do it.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? You literally sit there and you say 2 words to the person next to you the whole time anyway.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
probably the one place, but for some reason I'm like, nah, fuck that.
I know. I'm the same. So I watched Jurassic World with the boys. Average movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, you're not missing crazy. You got to watch at least one of the original Jurassic Parks because it's like,
What year? I don't know. So I don't watch movies before 2005.
oh really?
Yeah, I just don't get into them. I don't fuck with them. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just like,
It's
the
such a funny-
old like HD.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not HD. I'm like, fuck that. I hate it. Like,
That's a funny.
I was meant to go to a movie with Will and
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Probably a month ago or something, and it was like this horror movie, and I love horror movies. It was like, mate, I got the perfect movie for you, and I was like, show me the trailer, show me it, and it was new. It came out this year.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I can't go. And he goes, well, I was like, it was set in like the 1970s. And I was like, because they tried to film it as if it was from the 1970s. I was like, mate, this looks so fucking old. He goes, are you serious? I was like, I'm not coming. I was like, I'm not coming. Yeah, I didn't
That's
go.
the funniest excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so all
It's a
time.
good laugh.
That's too good. Oh mate, so you're missing out on some. There's so many good movies that are
Yeah,
set.
but
like,
all those
back in
people that
the
love those,
day.
they're missing out on all the just the shit.
So I won't watch. I'm not gonna like go and like watch some old movie now. But like if it's like Top Gun, for example, like which mum and dad say
Yeah.
they put on like 5 years ago or something, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll have to watch
Have
it.
you seen the new one?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, I went
Have you
and saw
seen
that
it?
and I was fucking sick.
Top
I saw that
three,
the other night.
top 5 movie. Of the year.
Yeah, it was a cracker.
100%.
It was I walked out of there and my mate goes, let's fly planes. I
Oh,
said,
mate.
fuck off, let's fly planes.
You know, fucking Tom Cruise is that fucking talented.
Yeah.
He's just-
And he does all these stunts and shit.
Oh.
Fucking mad.
One you
man.
gotta watch, Hustle, the
Hustle.
NBA one.
Oh, is that
on
the one
Netflix.
with
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler? And LeBron James directed it, didn't he?
Produced it.
Yeah, produced
You
it.
have
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. I actually do. I saw that last night and I thought, nah, I'll watch it when I'm in like a... You know when you're ever just in the mood for
Yeah,
a movie?
yeah.
I was like, I want to be fully focused.
Oh, trust me, you don't. You gotta like, because the thing is, you're gonna. You see, if you knew a lot about like the NBA, for example,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, okay, yep. Oh, I know that guy from that side.
Yeah,
You're just gonna be like,
okay.
who? Not to be racist, you can say, who's that black guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love Uncut Gems. Sick.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Sick.
I think he did. He won't win an Oscar or anything for this or get nominated, but I
Yeah.
think the role he played, he killed it.
Yeah. Okay.
In this, like that's his like my favorite Adam Sandler movie before Uncut Gems was Just Go With It.
Yeah,
Which-
it's a good movie. That's
hilarious.
a fucking cracker movie.
Cracker movie.
Yeah.
Love it. And then, he's got Happy Gilmore, if
Yeah,
you don't
that's
like Happy
just an OG.
Gilmore, fuck off.
Yeah. Go get fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
And,
with you.
yeah, and this Hustle, and then Hustle he killed. Like honestly, his performance was sick.
Yeah, sick. I'm gonna watch it. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend.
You should. And the NBA, the player trying to make the NBA is an actual NBA player, and his
Oh,
acting,
sick.
his acting was like
Unreal.
crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and an athlete, most athlete. Well, then again, I tell you what, most NBA players don't seem super stupid. Like, if you got
Yeah,
the
I think they've got. Yeah, I know what you mean.
because most of them go to college at least for a
Yeah,
year.
exactly right,
So
yeah.
it's not like the average rugby league player, which they wouldn't pass. They probably wouldn't even get 50 on the radar. But moving on.
I didn't do much better. So.
Yeah, me too. I didn't either. Next one. So we completely.
Let's go. What's the next one?
What's your favorite activity to do at the moment? That without podcasting or something. So like, what's a hobby or something, for example?
Well, I love coaching.
Yeah.
But like aside from that, shit. I like tennis. Me and Lockie actually play
Do you?
tennis comp on Monday nights.
That's awesome.
And I love a bit of golf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Golf is relaxing.
I'm so bad at golf.
Sometimes I just can't be bothered. I'm not great either, but it's good fun just to go and swing a ball.
So I'm proper alcoholic whenever I play golf. I can't.
Yeah,
I
if
can't
you go
play
proper. Well, I just go down to Botany and it's just like 9 holes. You just walk around.
Botany's
It's nice to get outside.
Yeah, Botany.
But apart from that, it's probably my favourite. Yeah.
Dad's played golf his whole life and always trying to get me, my brother into it.
Oh, yeah.
My brother, if he practiced and like trained hard, he could play pro if he really wanted.
He's really good.
He's just so naturally gifted, but he doesn't try anything.
Yeah.
And we used to live in Botany back in the day, and we'd always go. Dad had membership there for ages, and so I know Botany like the back of my hand.
Yeah. It looks alright now. It was fucking dog shit at one stage, but they've redone the greens and the fairways.
Oh, have they? That's
It's actually looking pretty good.
Yeah. Here's a good one. Well, you already answered this. Apart from Nashville, what's the best place you've traveled to?
All right.
Or is Nashville your best place you've traveled
Nashville's probably the best.
to? Yeah, so give me
I
another one.
reckon. Man, I love Bali. Like, I love it. Just like going with your mates.
I need to do
Just letting your hair down. But where else? Colorado was cool.
Did you go skiing?
Yeah, I went snowboarding for a couple of days and then I just couldn't handle it. I had to come home because of everything that was going on. But that was like... See, I had a really good time there and I was at the worst... Like, obviously, like, in moderation, but I was in, like, the worst headspace ever. I could only imagine if, like... I was in, like, a good headspace. Fuck, it would have been amazing. New York was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love New York.
But, yeah. Yeah, one of those kind of America area.
Sick. What are your goals for the next year or two? That can be anything. Maybe give me a goal. Give me a couple goals for the podcast, and then maybe give me a couple goals for yourself.
So obviously the wellness center.
Yeah.
That's my biggest goal at the moment. And all of ours at Turn Up the Talk.
Yeah.
So open up that wellness center is the biggest thing by far. And probably just continuing to grow myself and make some more money.
Oh, mate.
But like I was saying to you, it's like, because I work all the time and then outside of work, I do Turn Up the Talk, which is obviously no money involved. So like, it's hard to get like a passion project on the side to make money from and balance it. Cause like, obviously all my energy goes into Turn Up Talk. But, I guess just the way to make that is the job I'm in now, like there's money in it.
Yeah.
And like, it's good fun. I love doing it. So just learning more about that and just, really, like I said, me and my boss are like best mates. So
that's good. That's
we like work well together. So it's just about kind of working that business up and growing it because it'll obviously benefit me as well.
Yeah, it's awesome. And it's a horrible question, but it's good, but it's horrible.
Let's hear it.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, or in 5 years from now? So, horrible question.
Hopefully achieving those goals.
Yeah.
That's where I do see myself. Achieving those goals,
good. You can do it 100%. So this is you've already explained all this. So what is something you're working at the moment that we haven't spoken about? So maybe something is anything you're focusing on with your mental health, for example? Anything else we haven't spoken about?
I'm getting used to being alone with mental health wise. I just hate being alone.
So I hate being by myself. Still.
Yeah. I fucking hate it. I always had to be with someone. Like always had to be with someone, whether that was at night, during the day, or whatever. But now I've really kind of enjoyed alone time, which is good. I think, like in a healthy way, not in a bad way. So that's something I'm working on. Trying not to drink as much. Yeah. Like I normally I'd be going out every weekend and stuff like that, but I just see the negative effects it has on me, and like it has on everyone. But it's part of, you know what I mean? It's social. You go out, you have a drink, you have a fucking fun time. Like I would never say not to do that if that's what you enjoy, but just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Yeah. Like you're going out there to have fun and socialize. You're not going out there just to kind of forget about what's going on in your day-to-day life.
Good way to put it.
But sometimes I feel like I just go out for the sake of it, and it's just a fucking way. Then I wake up feeling like shit. Then the next week I'm unproductive. Yeah,
good call. Then final question of the 10. What's something you wish was legal in Australia? Have you? See, it's so tough because everything's pretty legal.
What's something I wish that was legal?
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit! That's something illegal I don't like. Illegal that I like.
Yeah.
Wish there were no fucking speed limits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just drive in moderation. Like you just don't be a fuckwit. Like maybe in these areas, but like on a
Yeah.
highway and stuff. This is probably the boringest answer ever. But like, fuck off. Why do I have to go seriously? Like, why do I have to go 110 on a fucking highway when no motherfucker's even in front of me? Like, if you don't want to do it, go in the left lane.
True. Yeah.
And I think if I could make a law, it'd be people who go in the right lane, the overtake lane, and stay the speed limit. You should lose your license on the spot. stay in the left lane.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
I hate that shit.
mate,
and
what-
people who don't say thanks when you let them in,
yep.
lose your license on the spot forever.
Oh, mate.
Never get it back.
Mate, I have bad road rage, so like, you don't
People
say
who
thank you to me.
thanks, I try to get around them and cut them off again.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do. It's fuck. I hate people who don't say thanks.
So, I say this is the only segment I'm really part of, but this week's W's and L's. So what's like a win you've had this week, and
Okay.
then what's a loss, and then I'll do the same.
Alrighty. A win I've had.
I can go into last week. It's only Wednesday, but
Yeah. Fuck. A win. Fuck, you're probably gonna have to cut a bit of this. What's a win I've had?
do you want me to go? I have.
Yeah, you go.
Okay,
You go first. I can't think of
Yeah,
it.
my win has starting back up the podcast again because I had a month off because of uni stuff and I needed a bit of a break. I was a bit burnt out, and then the loss. Oh God. I didn't hear back from one. I did a couple of interviews and they didn't message me back. And then I woke up a bit sick, but
Bit off
that's
it.
a bit off it, but that's all right. We're good now.
We're good.
We're good.
My win.
Yeah.
Oh man, my car's been fucked lately, right?
Yeah.
Like overheating and the
Shit.
radiator. So I just put coolant in it. I didn't
Yeah.
take the mechanic.
Yeah.
I haven't. And then I put coolant in it and it steams up heaps bad. And then I'm driving and the steam looks like smoke.
Fuck.
And everyone's like, man, your car's on fire. I'm like, no, it's fucking not. Like, just relax. And I hate it. But I filled it up 3 days ago. And guess what? It hasn't done it since. So that's my
there
big
you go.
win. Because for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
I was having him before Melbourne. I was like, just get me to Melbourne. I'll deal with it when I get back. I don't know why. I just haven't taken the mechanic.
Yeah.
I'll probably start the car when I leave and it'll probably start steaming. But that's my win. And a loss.
Yeah.
What loss have I taken this week?
Doesn't have to be anything crazy.
State of Origin hurt.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I'm going to wear one for the nation here. The
Yeah.
Blues loss. Yeah.
It's upsetting.
That was tough.
The worst was that first half. I don't want to talk about it. I don't even care about rugby league either, but like just watching, that was just the shittiest first half I've ever seen of footy for New South Wales.
It was just, I don't know. It was just tough to see him lose. I love State of Origin. That's the best thing ever.
me too.
I thought we did all right. I thought we played well considering.
Yeah.
Like everyone's freaking out. Like we got to make changes and stuff.
I don't think
There was a thing when I don't know you don't follow much, but Nathan Cleary nearly got a grubber kick and Valentine Holmes got it, and like I don't know where the fuck Valentine Holmes even came from. You know what I mean? If he gets that, we fucking score and we win. And we had Isaiah nearly scored on the bell. Like
Yeah.
I think we're all right. I think there'll be a couple changes, but I wouldn't be stressed out too much.
Latrell will definitely. I feel like Latrell will get.
Well,
spot.
apparently he's not playing this weekend.
Really?
Against Dragons.
What did he? Was it his hip?
No, he did his hemi, and then he
Hemi.
came back. He went to America, did rehab, and then he
That's
came
right.
back and got COVID. But I don't know why he wouldn't play this weekend, but apparently the Souths coach said he's not playing.
What?
So whether or not you pick him off after 8 weeks of not, I would personally, because he just brings that X factor.
Why not?
Like, you know what I mean? He just brings that fucking spark.
What everybody's been saying about Adokar, is he that good anymore? Because like Adokar last year was a freak.
He's still a freak. Like he just got a hat trick on the weekend. He's still very good.
So why they pick him?
Because he doesn't really stand out as much because he's with a shit team, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
And then Toto obviously going to be there. He's a freak. And then
He's too
Tupou
good.
was just like wound back the clock 10 years and playing unbelievable. And
Who's the Roosters player that I was watching?
Daniel
today.
Tupou, the winger.
Was there another guy that just got picked or something?
Teddy and Collins. And then there's young Suwali,
Swally.
he's in the squad, but he's 18, man. He's a fucking freak.
Oh, this is the guy that everybody was talking about
yeah,
last year.
Yeah, he's a fucking freak. And
Yeah.
he's such a good kid. Like, we interviewed him for Roosters, and he's just like the nicest, most down-to-earth kid. But yeah, with Adokar, he might come back in because Tupou got picked for the Tongan squad.
Yeah.
So you obviously can't play both. So
Yeah.
depending what Tupou does, but he's pushing out for his spot Adokar. But a lot of people are saying it's because of the height. Because Adekar and
Yeah.
Toto aren't very tall and Tupou's tall, but I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Only Freddie
Yeah.
knows.
One thing, one of our fellow Waverley men, did you say Mr. Ronald Volkman?
Yeah,
Number
he's
6 for
debuting this weekend.
number starting.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Good on him because he left mid-season because he was with Roosters.
Yeah, I think
And
it
he
was
left
the
midway
Roosters.
through the season to go to Warriors. So
Yeah.
good on him.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So he's a
good
year.
player.
He's probably. I don't even reckon he's 20 yet. Or
No,
maybe
I
he
don't
might
think
have just
so.
turned 20.
I don't know.
I think he's about a year younger than me. Yeah, he's about a year or so younger than me.
Yeah.
Good on him. Good on him. Starting
That's
number
awesome.
6. Is New Zealand any good this year?
No, not really.
Yeah.
But they're very inconsistent. Like they could be. Like I was speaking to Mitch Orbison the other day, the old Roosters player.
Oh, I love him.
We had like a thing on with them, and he was saying I used to hate versing the Warriors because they can turn up.
Yeah.
And if they turn up, like it's literally like impossible to beat them, and you never know what you're going to get on the day. So it'd be hard, man. They've been away from their families and stuff for
mate, it would
nearly
be.
3 years now with COVID.
Oh, it's fucked.
All their families come over just away from home, mate. It'd be
Yeah.
fucking tough, man.
Yeah. And here, look, keeping the sport, the question of the podcast. What is your sporting prediction for the rest of the year? So it can be any sport. Just give me, I want to hear, maybe you would give me something
Alright.
unpopular sporting prediction.
Unpopular sporting prediction.
Yeah. It's going to be,
All right. I'm going to go a bit biased here with Nick Kyrgios.
yeah.
And I'm going to say he's going to make the semi-finals of Wimbledon.
So someone
Which is
says to me,
coming
like,
up.
someone said to me he's going to win it. And I was like, I love Nick. Nick Kyrgios. The only tennis players I watch is Ash Barty. So I'm still angry she retired. And then
she's a legend.
she's so
She's cool.
there's another sick person. I
Yeah,
think her
tr-
story would be great.
Yeah, it would be amazing. We tried.
And
We've
then-
tried. She's not to her. She hasn't said no, but it's
Yeah.
just trying to actually get the message to her is hard.
Yeah, it would be. But then Nick, like, they're the only people I watch every game of
Yeah.
all the major tournaments, and like, I really hope so. I really, really hope so.
Yeah. I reckon Nick to make the semis, and then what else have I got for you? Celtics in 7.
I'm a big LeBron fan, so
Yeah.
I hate Steph Curry. So,
You're with me on that
I'm
one?
with you on that 100%. I hope so as well.
Yeah.
My thing is, I reckon. Oh god, I need to think of something crazy. Oh god.
I'm going to throw in Roosters to make the grand final too, because
really?
everyone will fucking laugh at me right now.
You Roosters fan?
Yeah, massive.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah. Keep laughing. We'll see come September,
I'm trying
October.
to think of something crazy. Okay, here's the NFL one.
Yeah.
LA Rams will make the Super Bowl again.
Again. See, they were at the SCG today?
Were they? Are they
Yeah.
here?
I don't know if the whole team's there, but one of the players was at the SCG.
Mad.
Yeah, with
That's
the
hectic.
fucking. So the Bruce Lombardi trophy.
Vince
Lombardi?
Vince Lombardi, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And then I think we're going to have another new champion in the NBA. So there won't be a repeat. Whoever
Okay.
wins it will not win again next year.
Alright,
Okay.
alright.
Nothing crazy. And Jesus Christ. Okay, so the guest. So my last guest asked, what's one thing that you regret? One thing you regret you did in the last month, and then think of a question to ask the next guest.
All right, one thing I regret in the last month. Not taking my car to the mechanic. Sure.
There you go. Simple.
Fuck that one up.
Simple.
One thing to ask for the next guest.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I like it.
Yeah. What would you do if you could have a superpower?
Fuck. That's tough.
Yeah, man. I don't even know the answer myself.
I'd like to be able to like jump high, like something like that.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Or maybe like, so I wouldn't want to read minds or something because that's like,
Nah. So I'd love to be able to go back in time just 1 minute
oh,
and just put heaps of money on the winner of each horse race. I've always thought that. But then yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go back in time.
that's
at
what I
all,
would love
but-
to do. I don't know. I'm losing my voice. Jesus Christ. One thing I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
There was this kid in my year. We always made fun of him about Bitcoin because we thought this was before.
Oh,
We always
don't
made
tell
fun
me
of
you
him.
bought it.
And I never neglected. I was like, what's this guy talking about? I wish I would have put in like bought one Bitcoin back in the
Did
day.
he buy it back in the day?
He
that
would have
kid?
had a bunch, I reckon. I know. This is back. He was talking about. Why have I lost my voice? He was talking about like in like 2012 and like 2013. I remember like when it was
Bitcoin, eh?
coming out.
Nuts.
I would have liked to buy one. Not now, but
I've
like
had half one.
it's horrible now, but like
Yeah.
back in the day.
Oh, mate, you made millions from it if you got into it early. Yeah.
Oh no, 100%. Like I've heard so many stories about like
Yeah,
people have
yeah,
made
yeah.
so much. But that's about it. Do you want to? So I've seen this. Have you seen Hot Ones, the chicken wing show with it's this guy. He interviews
Is that when he eats the
chicken wings and he interviews
progressively?
people?
They get hotter and hotter.
Yeah. So he says this at
Where
the
are
end.
the chicken wings at?
That's actually they actually come in now. So he does this thing at the end of the show.
So menu log ad.
He says, he always brings on the next. He ends it by saying, "There's this camera. Tell the world what's going on in your life. So tell the world what's going on. Tell them where to find you.
All right. My life.
Yeah, just tell them.
So, what I spoke about my podcast interests you can find it at Turn Up the Talk on Instagram and TikTok. We are on Facebook. We don't really use it. We kind of just post whatever goes to Instagram, automatically post to Facebook. We got some Pilates Tuesday mornings down at the Covelli Hotel. That's free. Everyone can join. We've got comedy coming up next Tuesday. And just, yeah, if you like what we spoke about, we speak about it probably fortnightly. Realistically, we release an episode. And yeah, man, thanks for having me on, brother. I appreciate
Mate,
it.
thank you for coming on. This is something I really wanted, so I really appreciate it.
Cheers.
We out.
Bye.